kill you like they are up top. Let them think, though. Don't actually die.
Well, that's going to be it. Mickey moves on in and cleans up. The power of the dual breath there combined with just a little avalanche toss combo from Mickey.
Instructions were unclear. Okay.
Oh, and again, I think that's partly that, you know, early movement over, getting some mangoes on him. It's a nice little injection of the mana regen.
Yeah. Oh, the crowd, they like that one. They want to see Liv get a couple more. They want a game 3 here.
SLS getting some more punches out. Zai trying to chase him down. Doesn't have that boundless strike, but you can see after that first blood, hungry for a bit more on Liquid.
Yeah, of course, we saw this matchup just yesterday, I believe, in terms of you got to be watching out for the Jigu Mastery, all stacked up, one boundless on neutrals, on the creep wave, on the spiders, anything there to get your HP back up.
And he missed there on the Zai, able to dodge away from that one, that high movement speed for the Brood. And now turning, looking for more punches. The tag team, a couple more hits. Chrysalis in trouble. Can't quite get in range, but they do bring him down. Zai already putting to work on him, although up top, Insania, he's in some trouble. Throws out the dual breath, and Rezo, Zai able to pair together to get that kill on the Jakiro.
Yeah, but getting the kills on the Monkey King in lane, that's going to feel great for a Brood lane. Not necessarily something you expect to go super well.
1 second, he gets away. That blink coming right off cooldown there as Boxy gets a little bit of separation, won't get hit by any daggers. And Matumba Man also very low. Will have some regen coming out to himself, but not a ton actually. He's going to have to just tango up and maybe even head back home.
Yeah, that wave. I mean, good timing there from Boxy. They don't get the kill, but the wave's coming out of the tower, so he doesn't tank too much. And once again, he's going to get himself some earlier HP, or rather XP here, as they have to run on home on the sniper.
You can see the Ring of Health already done for Rezo means the chance for a kill on him, pretty low percentage. Of course, can go on to Zayas if the mood strikes at the moment comes around. They need some other type of rotation to make it work, otherwise to kill this Rezo Primal Beast.
Okay, on the position 1 Tiny though. Still, just because he's playing up here though, doesn't necessarily mean he's going to change his like normal game plan all that much. He throws some harass on the Rezo. Obviously, there's still some pressure on him to be making those rotations across the map. It sort of depends on the game that you get out of your Brood, right? Because we've seen this several times from Liquid where they pick up this Brood very early. They're willing to get counterpicked. Like they know that certain picks are coming. They have to protect it a lot during the drafting phase, just like that Enigma. But it's all the space and the time that the hero's going to buy for you. It's a nice die there for Puppies.
I mean, that's one of those that could suddenly be the death of Nisha if they're not careful. But Resolution stuck around. Down in the top lane, the tree toss. Mickey cleaned him up.
Mid lane as well. And Boxy, he tested for a ward when they did that initial gank. Oh, there we go.
Jumps in Sonic Wave, but Matumba Man turns, looks to fight, a couple more punches. Nisha also goes down. They get 1 kill first. Now Zayat's going to be chased through the river, but with no more mana, they can't clean up that Nyx Assassin.
This is all stemming just from ward battles, right? Because like Boxy was like running on the high ground, checking the tower when they were both dead, when both the mids weren't there. Saw there was no ward, but when Queen came back, she instantly warded. They spotted, they go for the sentry, that gets them on the high ground on the Radiant side, and everyone just collapses mid for the fight.
But, you know, as much as that kill is huge for that Quap, definitely needed. Now about even on the net worth with that sniper, and of course, going much further ahead in terms of the XP.
Look at what Matsu's up to, though. Sneaky little sniper here.
Interesting rotation. Shrapnel ready. Will he be able to find him, though? As Chrysalis hiding off in those trees, it's not an easy kill to get. It's just waiting down, seeing if there's going to be any TP rotations as Zayat Puppy chasing Insania up
Radiant's
the river and
get
out of there, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to survive. Boxy's getting XP mid, and they're just going to take this early tower. So you counterpick this, right? You have this Monkey King, and he's not really pressuring the Brood. Look at this. She's ahead in terms of the net worth. Zai's feeling great heading to the small camp. They're hitting this tower, and so they're going to try and counter pressure on top. Mickey not aware this is coming.
Standing still for a moment. Avalanche to interrupt before the ring gets out. Any TP rotations, not seeing him. Mickey tries to get away, but they bring forward, drop the ring, drop everything. This core Tiny is going to be brought down in the end. That was a lot of heroes there for that one.
That was a lot of spells cast for 1 kill, but you'll take it. It's going to give you that wraparound on the tower now. Rezo getting in there, grabbing that wave, and so Matsu is going to knock down that bottom tower. He's going to open up this whole jungle space here for Zai, who's already farming his way through the neutrals. And Secret hoping to do the same thing up top as Boxy. Also looking to set something up top here.
And it's interesting too, you know, you think about the difference in terms of the styles. All these Wraith bands picked up from Matumba Man as Chrysalis going to be chased a little bit through the trees. Boxy spots him there. It's scared to go forward for that kill though. And Resolution picks up his phase boots.
And not much they can do. They will see Rezo now comes back to the range creep. 3 heroes here. They want to go for this, but it's a tough get with the onslaught.
And Ice Path just a little bit away. Resolution didn't get clipped by it. So they managed to get away with him after those heroes rotate up. Boxy does a little juke to the side. Zayat's a little bit quick on the trigger finger.
Middle tower is
Not only
under
does he
attack.
get away, he also gets back in time to stack a camp for Chrysalis, so very happy Monkey King right now.
Got it.
Absolutely. So 3-4. And as this game develops, you're seeing Zai just take over this side of the map. Very hard for any of the supports or other heroes to come on into this Radiant jungle. And you can see at the same time, Liquid, they're farming up their own jungle. This net worth lead, if things don't change soon for Secret, is going to start to pretty quickly expand.
Yeah, that is the one thing they need right now, is to
under
give that space to
attack.
Chrysalis, right? He's the lowest of the cores, so like they're getting these stacks for him. They're giving him this safer spot up top, but Liquid are not letting up the pressure, keeping a lot of heroes up here and allowing the Broodmother to control that bottom half map by herself. She's trying to not get caught right now. That's a low-level Nyx, though.
Dyer's
The
courier
courier
has
heads
been
right on in.
killed.
But Zai will still survive through that gank. Resolution in the area, but they can't connect, can't find him.
And look what they're doing now in the Radiant Triangle. They spot that big stack that was sitting here.
That's huge. Yeah, that was all built up. This was supposed to be how Chrysalis gets back into the game, and it's just not going to happen.
Rezo even kind of left that there for him too, right? Like he could like trample that down, but
Big
he
win.
doesn't really have the build necessarily to go for that at the moment anyway, I suppose, on Chrysalis, right? So perhaps it would have been better if someone else just grabbed it. Liquid very happy to see a triple stack though.
Yeah, claim that one. And the status quo continues, which again, Secret gonna need to make something happen to disrupt this at some point, but with the Spike Carapace onto the Shrapnel, maybe shades of things to come later on in this game, but Matumba Man was able to just push out that creep wave, and Liquid still having all 3 of those cores on top of the net worth pretty much. So next couple of minutes here, they are rotating top.
Rezo just charged all of the spiders. He just munched them all up right now. Very late pick in the draft, again, for the Primal Beast, right? Especially versus that Brood, but there's so many heroes now that can deal with this giant like well of spiders, right? You're banning out these Pangos, these Kunkas, they still grab a Monk King and a Primal Beast, so Zai just kind of has to live with the fact that your spiders aren't going to last that long. Just keep spamming them out for the vision right now. Letting them know if there's anyone dangerous in the area. Now, punching Poppy a little bit here. Now you can see, as Amar was talking about though, having that first spell versus the spiders. Kills the little ones right there. A bit of gold influx for position 5 never hurts.
Very good. Keeping the pressure off him from getting just completely bullied too. As Zai still living in this lane perfectly fine. Trying to get in towards his hood. And some more of those team fight items later on. While Secret content to just take half of this jungle. Trying to get into that Witchblade for Queen of Pain. And again, the sort of question I have is, at what point does this break down? Is it just around ulti timings?
Yeah, that is the real question, right? Like, who wants to make the first move?
Bottling the regen. Boxy getting chased. A couple more punches. They have denied available, but can't get it. Instead, it's going to be Boxy going down in exchange for Zayat. So just a couple heroes traded off. Zai caught for a moment with the pulverize, but he does manage to escape from there. Arcane Curse onto the Brood. Backs away.
Yeah, Chrysalis also rotating over for this. I mean, not that it's that much of a punish on a Monkey King, huh? He's like already back up top after TPing there, so Chrysalis well aware of how to abuse this hero, and I like the fact that...
Oh, jumped in. That blink was mighty aggressive, sir. Nisha smelled some blood in the water. It was his own, though. Brought down quick.
That looked like your silencer was maybe level 6 or something there, you know, you're hoping for a save. Not the case quite yet. 13 minutes, and he just gets it now on Poppy.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
That's another thing to always watch for these position 5 silencers, right? Is like trying to get that early buyback.
Yeah.
Because like you never know, right? Die first in the fight, obviously, if you just get the buyback and the ulti can turn everything when they're trying to target you.
Is under attack.
How much can they get out of this now? Mickey, he shows up. Blink, Tumbler's toy, went for a spell. Puppy down low, gonna get Walrus punched to death. The buyback though, and the global. Need to get out with the rest of them. They will bring down one. Mickey to fall, but Tumbleman also goes down. Isha was right on top of him, trying to finish him off. A couple more hits, and it is gonna be enough. But still, a big win after dive. After dive, it goes out.
See, this is why you play 5 Silencer.
Yeah.
Because they dive and they kill you, and it's okay. It's all right, guys. I'll just buy back global. It's fine. Ends up net positive for him as well, as you can see on the recap. Earned himself a solid 79 gold for throwing away his life. What a gamer.
Big plays. And you can see there, once everybody from Secret shows up, they immediately are able to find Matumbo Man on that backline with Nisha. Cleans him up.
Yeah, no way to escape as well, right? Rezo just gets the claws on you, you're just dead. Mid lane as well, back in the game though. Puppy, well, you know, there's one downside to that whole, you know, buyback thing. It's dying again right after. Not so great.
He's gone for a while. Foxy will separate from Chrysalis there. Liquid still looking good on all of their cores, but has been a pretty big setback after losing that fight there mid. Big injection of the gold, but Mickey, with his Blink Dagger done, we'll see if he wants to keep making moves around the map, queuing up that Aghanim Scepter next.
Dire's top tower.
The gap isn't that large in terms of the cores, right? There's a pretty substantial gap between all the cores and the supports in this game, which is something that particularly Liquid usually doesn't really have, right? Like they tend to have their supports pretty close to their 3, but...
Toss back, Macro Pyre, Zayat's on Mickey, Rezo dropping low, is gonna die. Nisha hanging out in that Macro Pyre too. Good boundless strike, the chase down, Mickey trying to survive, but he's gonna die. Matumbo Man can't get there in time to help out for this fight. If it continues a little bit longer, they might be able to make something happen though. Turns now onto the Monkey King, Puppy goes down, dead for 25, Chrysalis still trying to escape.
Nice path.
Zai chasing, Foxy right on top to slow down the Monkey King. This would be such a huge kill if they could bring down Chrysalis, and they will. Liquid, this dive bears fruit.
Yeah, Chrysalis is feeling that pressure. You know, he was the lowest on the courts for a while. He's starting to catch up, and the way he's been trying to catch him in these fights has been TPing in every time. It's like a secondary ultimate on the Tiro because he can farm anywhere on the map. He TPs in. He wants to get that fight with a boundless strike, but the punish is there from Liquid. They're ready for that attempt.
Foxy runs down to Zayats. Can they find more? Mickey, he's got his Blink Dagger. Nisha right up on the high ground, jumps in. Ava interrupted the toss, but the global. Foxy caught a couple more punches, but they're not quite going to get there in time. Matu, a couple more hits. He gets away. Resolution being chased by Mickey, so a trade so far. Support for support. Another round of Avalanche, but they can't get him.
Yeah, there's no toss target
out of there.
Able to crawl away there in that Primal Beast, but Liquid's starting to take a bit of a lead here as they get some map control. They're going to grab that next rune. And it just puts Matu faster back to farming.
That's right. God, all these early stats too with the Mask of Madness done. He does a ton of damage if left alone in these battles.
And he's just so involved too, right? Like he's got so many frontliners in these drafts. Even like everyone could just be ahead of him. They play the Vanguard. They have this full bodies up ahead, just like last game as Secret were playing it. And there's a good reason why this hero's been so popular.
Well, we'll see where they decide to go next on Secret, as this track board still looking pretty good. And Liquid, likewise, as you mentioned, the same for Secret. Zai pressuring down bottom. Rezo, Onslaught, Chase. Wants to find one, and Sandy is there with the dual breath. Nice path, a little bit off the mark. And eventually walks into a Puppy gets turned onto now. And with Matu there, has to immediately run away.
They also snowballed Nisha mid here. Foxy went in for this.
Foxy in very far, can't get a deny, so Secret.
Yeah.
Clean up that tusk.
I think it was Zayats being in proximity that Mickey didn't want to jump in and go for a play. I think he was worried about a Carapace right there. So Foxy kind of got shoved off there.
Well, again, Secret head up top, a Liquid head down bottom. See if they can get any extra pressure onto these towers after mid has already been claimed. Onslaught in, Zai runs into him after killing those spiders. But with Matumbo Man nearby, it's too dangerous to really chase that.
Yeah, Liquid have seen that there are several heroes up top. They spawn between the paint on the ward, so they're all starting to rotate their way down the side, pressuring this in, trying to get towards this tower. They also have a ward helping to cover their current positioning near the stairs. Mickey's going to go stand over there, keep an eye on any potential smokes that could come through, and just grab any heroes that come up the staircase. So there's a pretty safe tower pressure right now, and they don't really have an alternative here for Team Secret. Like, it's not like they're able to like pressure top right now. Like, Crystal is trying to get out to the wave right now, but they take this tower down extremely fast with Broodmother and Sniper.
Right, and you think about last game and what we saw, that Beastmaster draft, the ability to not just take the objectives of the towers, but also head on into the Roche pit. You can't really do that with the Secret lineup. Much more difficult.
They've also struggled a lot more this game to get their vision down, and that's something that Liquid have in spades, so they see all of this.
They find one. Mickey just a little bit late on it. Puppey not caught by the shard. Zai wants to chase. They're going into danger zone though. Avalanche, toss, punch, dead. No buyback this time around. Mickey, he's going to get chased. The toss, the impale. Needs to delay this a little bit longer to get the stun onto the Queen of Pain, but Mickey, he's gone. Nisha tries to survive. No! It's killed off. Zai right on top with those spiderlings. And Chrysalis.
Yeah, careful.
Ooh, Monkey King has to be careful. So final tally ends up being a 2-for-1.
I have justice for you.
Oh my god, dude. This guy's crazy. No, he gets caught suddenly. I mean, does have the BKB, I guess.
Replay there. I mean, it all started. This could have been so different too, right? Because they're coming into this area having all this vision from Team Liquid. There was an opportunity to maybe grab Nisha right off the start as he was close to a board, but they didn't quite get it. They didn't get to really abuse the invis that's on Mickey either. And grabbing Puppey at the start. Sure, there's no buyback, but at least they're able to get Nisha right after there too. But didn't really feel like the biggest win that maybe I was expecting from Liquid, considering how much setup and prep I feel like they had for the moment.
Yeah, when those don't pay off, it can be pretty rough. Crystal is feeling comfortable playing around this ward, but Liquid's gonna run right up to a high ground. They find one, Puppey dead. Buyback again, so they can't go for the global. They drop down the ice pad, connects onto two. Stun there, Nisha War's punch, dropping low, but gets away. Tiny has already died in exchange for the silencer. It's not enough from Liquid. They weren't able to claim any other kills there. Zayas gets hit by the assassinate, and a TP in from Tusk. Boxy trying to chase this guy, but can't quite find him. So
It's a long time till he's been dead again, though.
yeah, it's true. And in the meantime, they're going on in towards that Roche pit, it looks like. So Boxy will head over, use the tag team to help them claim this one. As Liquid wanting to get an objective after they push Secret away from that high ground.
They're doing a great job of targeting Puppey instantly in the fight. You have to give them a lot of credit for that, but it is very costly. It's said last time, right? Like, and they're losing cores for it every time. But they are getting the map control, and now they're getting that victory off of that by going in here for the Roche, grab that Aegis, and they're gonna put that Raylan on too. So just in case they get to that backline, obviously they have the Queen of Pain, they have this Monkey King with the BKB. There is a concern that he's gonna get back there in an unstoppable way. So protecting Matu for a potential second life in these fights.
Again, with that Roche being given up, it did also give a lot of time for Secret to keep their farm going, and you're getting closer to this BKB on Nisha. These item timings can be very strong from Secret. Talked about the potential for late game scaling that you get out of this Monkey King. Chrysalis with over 2,000 games played on the hero definitely knows his limits. But we'll have to watch and see. After the tier 2 tower's already been taken, there's really not much for Liquid to get here on the bottom side of the map.
Just grabbing that farm, trying to stack Matu up just a little bit higher. Obviously, we heard our panelists there, ATF and Tiger, talking about this idea of like the semi-cores, right? Like the Monkey King, the Queen of Pain, the Primal Beast, they're all very capable of fighting at this point in the game. But they're also fairly capable in terms of like, their scaling and the options they have. Obviously, the Monkey King being one of the best hard carries going late. So Liquid are much more all in on the sniper.
That was not the global he was hoping it was going to be. As he drops immediately, global down with Aegis in hand. This is Liquid's time to party.
Feels like he's been working on this this first item forever. Like had the Ghost Scepter queued up almost immediately in this game, but just keeps going down and wants to hold that potential goal for the buyback as well, I'm sure.
As a movement up, Nisha found ice path there. Nisha going to die. Mickey finds that target.
That ward.
That was huge.
And doing so much work for them. Obviously, Secret feeling kind of safe in the area because he has his own wards nearby. Relying on these again from Team Secret, sort of cutting off that part of the map, giving that vision across a line there to try and give Nisha the capabilities to go up there and farm. But punished, dying there again on the Queen of Pain, a hero that really struggles when you've died 5 times in a game.
And you can see now that this pressure that's being mounted, Matumba Man is still standing up front and center with not that many heroes behind him. The rest of the team spread out across the map, but they're going to continue this movement and not willing to back out. They want to push this advantage as much as possible right now. Boxy's still not at that Blink Dagger, but you can see Liquid. It's a small lead, but it might start growing over these next couple minutes unless they do something different.
They just ice sharded Insane into the high ground there. That's pretty cool. And then forced it back down after there to check for some boards. So the positioning's been great from Liquid as well. They are ensuring that this Tusk and this Jakiro are in between where they assume the heroes of Team Secret are, and Matsu, right? Like, you don't tend to think of these range supports necessarily as playing that, but that's one of the benefits of being a Chikiro. Also, having that Force Staff, there's the Force Staff there on Matsu. We're stacking up Force Staffs once again because they just get more and more powerful for everyone that you have. And they've still been working on Boxy's Blink for a very long time, though. That is one unusual part, I guess, in terms of this being a Liquid game, right? Like that, Boxy being the lowest on the net worth is not usually something you can see.
Right.
Is under attack.
Well, only 2,000 gold separating these two teams. Boxy hunting there. Can't connect with Resolution, it looks like, as he will onslaught away. While in the meantime, Chrysalis has finished off the Deso, so more into this, like, just big, huge burst of damage that's coming from this lineup, it looks like. As Zai's going to send those spiders all across the map.
Yeah, I will say, you know, as a parent here, I think Zai's, you know, children probably not the biggest fans. I feel like a lot of them have been dying, just being tossed asunder across the map. But how about the fact that Zai hasn't died yet?
That's been crazy.
In a first phase Broodmother versus Queen of Pain, Monkey King, and a Primal Beast.
And they were hunting him for so long. Insania, he is going to go down, though.
He's died a couple times.
Yeah, that's a classic. And also, to some extent, playing his role. They're still grouped around up here. And in fact, Secret, they want to take the fight to them maybe now on Team Liquid. BKB done as well as that Wraith Pact. Oh, this could be a huge moment for them.
There's 50 seconds left on that Aegis, so there's a bit of a window in terms of, you know, if they want to have a later fight, but this could also just be the, you know, you're down one hero, you're probably going to split up in farm, let's try and grab a kill.
Zai spots him immediately, needs to hide away, but there's nowhere to hide. You had to caster curse him, Trent. You talk about how he doesn't have any deaths, immediately goes down.
But it was impressive. One death's still pretty impressive, I gotta say.
That's fair. 25 minutes, and with this Aegis expiring, looks like we're gonna have to look to that next round before they go for another big fight. This next Roche is gonna be huge.
Yeah, that's a great feeling for Secret. I mean, you gave up that Aegis, but you're the ones who are getting out on the map. You're grabbing a couple of kills, getting your cores out a little bit further. It was a lot of smoking up together and running around, so it's not going to have the biggest impact on the overall net worth, but at least it's keeping you a little bit closer in this game than just like sitting back and hiding in the fog, right? If there's anything they need to do right now, it's definitely vision. You look at it on this map right now, they cannot see a damn thing as Team Secret, and this is something that you're trying to get that vision from Zai. It's much more reliant on the Nyx Assassin in this game because they don't have the Beastmaster to try and help prop up that vision game.
Likewise for Liquid, needing to get some vision down themselves. It's mainly been by virtue of those spiders that have been tossed out. But man, Daedalus done next. Matumba Man not concerned about a BKB. He's like, I have one job. If I'm not punching people, we're losing this game.
Dire are scanning.
It's a good strat.
But of course, a couple of these different heroes that have avenues to get on top of them, whether it's that Blink from the Queen of Pain, the Nyx Assassin, Monkey King jumping on him from out of the trees, they have to do a great job of protecting this sniper with the rest of the Liquid lineup.
They were so close to just spawning a invisible Nyx Assassin running through there. Just came through with the Ob Sentry combo now there. But I saw some circles on the map there from Rezo. Seems to have a great idea of where Liquid are playing.
Heading down bottom, Insania's there. They've got the jump right at the start. Find themselves two, but the spike carpets. Will it be enough global to interrupt? And they get the control. Onto this Tusk, can they find any more? Zai, he can only look on. Mickey has to run away. Chrysalis still right on top. The BKB wearing off soon. Insania's there. He can't stop him. Still BKB runs away. Mickey getting that separation from Chrysalis. He goes down. Matumba Man needs to survive, needs to do the damage. A couple more hits. He's surviving through it all. The little sniper that could, as Rezo tries to clean it up, but Mickey comes in, takes him down. Zai at the last one in the fight, left alive. Liquid, they did it to him.
That was a frightening fight of positioning there. He had to force that into the Wukong's command to survive. And then so he has to kill Chrysalis in that moment, or things can turn so bad for Liquid. But they grab the kills, they turn, they eventually get Matsu, but the cost was high as they now go to the high ground with the spiders in tow.
And trying to clean up these buildings. I mean, Puppy has to hold off on this one, but Mickey, if he's left alone with these spiders to take down this tower, it's an easy movement into the racks. Obviously, you have the sniper left alive. This building is gone, but Mickey, I mean, he's in a little bit of trouble there. Tries to TP out. He's going to be fine. But get a tier 3 tower, a substantial gold lead. So take a look at this replay here.
And the way that started too, the blink in with the Carapace there. Excellent play, layered on top of the global. But Mickey held his BKB for after, so he's able to get involved in this fight, start tossing out some of these big spells. Espresso just like runs wild through this. But this was the big part, right? The Wukong's comes out, and they actually get on Matu with the Primal Beast. That was pretty scary on the left-hand side, but then he's in, they get Chrysalis. Mickey barely surviving as well. And he's able to help turn that fight around there. They have no choice but to fully focus on Matu.
Right, and barely able to come on in the clutch here. I mean, again, we talked about it. No BKB on this sniper, which means he just has to keep clicking. And he was able to do enough damage before he died to make it work. Now has that Elven Tunic in tow too. Secret, grouped together, smoked. They're right on top of all these spiders. And Liquid, they're going to be aware of this. Still 2 minutes till Roche is capable of respawning. A relatively long timer on that.
Oh, that's the real one, yeah. It's coming on back up, so... They'll take the area, but they're not going to get the reward for a very long time here as Boxy continues to just play around this off-centric combo, looking for anyone running through that mid lane. Obviously, at this point in the game, this is where the danger tends to be, right? These mid lane waves. So you want to just like nuke it and get out as fast as possible. You don't want to be caught on there.
Well, the tier 2 tower gets hit a couple of times by Secret. Immediately Glyph is out. Wall bottom. A constant thorn in their side. Zai is there. These spiders just rip it asunder, and
that's
the pipe.
Range Rax. That is just gone.
Yeah, the pipe does it, and look at that. Zai gets the kill, keeps the pressure on. They need to deal with this. If Puppey shows for that long, or Nisha, this could be an easy blow, but Zayat's there to interrupt too.
Just more and more TPs just keep coming. They're just like, wait, are they gonna stay around here?
I mean, they're sticking around.
Oh, the smoke out.
They don't go for it, though. They're not gonna stick the whole time.
Look at the line drawn instantly, immediately towards that pit.
50 seconds until Roche is back up, though. They're going to get there before it's up. And Secret, will they decide to go out and fight them?
This is one of those big macro plays you're going to see a lot in Dota. Maybe if you're new to the game, is that pressuring that bottom tower to pull them away from that Roche pit. Now Liquid want to take that territory. They want that vision here to have the good fight around the Roche pit.
And now they have the good fight. And Mickey, he finds the good pickoff. Boxy, can they bring him down in time? Resolution so low. And Chrysalis on the back. Where is Matumbaman? He's not there to help him yet.
He wants a better target to grab.
Can they do it? Chase, Nisha finds him, gets the kill. Mickey, he's got to get out of there. BKB wants to run, nowhere to go though. The bash is out. Nisha will manage to survive. Secret, they win that fight off of that global.
Such a necessary fight for Team Secret right now. Grabbing Matu, the perfect way to start off this fight. It's the one thing that can't happen for Team Liquid. And so much of it was committed on this Primal Beast right at the start, but he's able to get off the BKB.
Oh, the spider whole game had to take a second to process what just happened there. Zai is going to run away.
I think Liquid might be feeling the same way here. Is obviously they didn't commit for the instant buyback on the sniper. That means he really doesn't want to do it now. And they're going to start moving in towards that pit. Liquid, they have some vision around here. They do end up scanning near their high ground to see if there's any smoked heroes coming by, but might be time to go for a little bit of a risky play here.
Yeah, got to be careful. We're watching this replay, but in the game, they have the ice pad down, have good vision. Boxy, he's right away caught and killed. Does have buyback still. Matumbaman, they're so close. And Roche is actually not quite low enough. Zayat finds Insania, but they can't get him. Buying enough time for the rest of the team to show back up. The buyback is there from the Tusk. Matumbaman tries to show Mickey. Do they have the damage? Gets the blink away. He's still solo and doesn't have a way to dodge this, but Nisha survives. 70 HP. I don't quite have it. Insania's now dead. Matumbaman, oh, he's in Death Valley. Chrysalis right on top, needs to get away. Boxy there for the punch. Matumbaman, though, he survives through it all. Liquid, they did it. They actually did it.
All the delays coming in from the supports. They kicked them out of the Roche pit. They forced a secondary fight. Nisha forced all the way back home as well. Now they're in there. They're grabbing Roche. They can't get back here in time.
Oh, and another Aegis claimed by this sniper in the midst of chaos when everything is at its most crazy. That's when it feels like Liquid somehow managed to make the best happen.
Yeah, Secret, I mean, that one dream fight where they managed to get Matu right at the start, that's what they needed in that Radiant high ground there, but now he's got himself the concussive grenade there with a shard, so a little bit extra help there.
And look at that, Hex done on the Broodmother now. Obviously, Secret still have incredible team fight, but they need all their heroes to be back up. Chrysalis alive in 15 seconds, while Liquid, they want to try and claim these buildings now. Okay, does have that Aghanim Scepter done as Nisha zoned back for a moment. I mean, it's still so hard to go high ground here. And Enchanted Quiver picked up as they have another big creep wave coming in through top. I'm curious if Liquid even want to try and push it that hard here, if they feel comfortable going into the later stages.
Yeah, it's a bit of again, a tough one to go high ground here. You really don't want to be stuck inside of Wukong's command. Let's get Botch down here.
At least wait for the BKB, right?
Yes, he is actually fully purchased it now on Matu, so certainly much more capable of engaging and putting himself in slightly riskier positions, like hitting a tower. If you're Team Secret, though, I mean, he's still the #1 target, right? Obviously, with the Aegis, there are some questions to that. Maybe you can try and just disable him and try and pick off someone else like Mickey, but he's got that BKB, and Poppy, there's so much pressure on him as the silencer. Like, when do you actually pop the Celtics, right?
Yeah.
And try and go for an offensive play.
Jumps in. They find it. Chrysalis immediately there with the BKB. Gets the Force Staff away. Gets Matu out, but the Pulverize is there. So round 1. Oh, actually, Matumba Man, he doesn't even go down. They keep him alive. He does finally fall to the Sonic Wave, but they needed that for that second life.
He never popped the BKB, though. He did hold it that whole time. Get the concussive grenade, drew it out a little bit further, and losing Chrysalis is huge.
That was so enormous for Liquid, and taking this tier 3 tower now, going on to the high ground. Secret, I don't know if they have enough left in the tank. They're going to smoke up with everybody.
It's all sides. He needs a big blink play.
They got to find it. The big stun is there. The big interrupt. Resolution trying to kill him up in a snowball. Boxy was there. Zayat now turned upon. Matumba Man ready to clink them all down. Resolution trying to escape, but there is no escape. Matu is here. Matu is strong.
Oh, Nisha tried to hold him back with a halberd. He was just there, stuck plinking away, helpless in his BKB, but it didn't matter. They didn't get enough done during that halberd. And now they've taken the high ground here, moving towards that mid lane. Liquid looking to force a game 3 here in Singapore.
This would be huge for them. Again, such a dominant performance in Secret throughout this tournament in that game #1. Liquid needing to get this to force it. They want to keep their hopes alive. Punches are out. The buyback is there from the Nyx Assassin. Jump in, Nisha trying to force them back. And without those BKBs, they needed a second at least to reset. Liquid still no Aegis in hand and 40 seconds on the BKB for Sniper.
Oh, the buildings have been crumbling, though. It's just now 2 melee barracks remaining. Oh, sorry, 1 melee, 1 ranged even. Worst case scenario here. Team Secret. So I'm gonna have that constant spider pressure.
You know what's interesting, though, is that in so many of these games, we've seen some of these teams that have fallen behind really early in multiple racks, and it still comes down to needing to win a team fight. If Secret can keep winning those, it could be their recipe for success. But right now, at least Liquid in a firm control of this game.
Yes, many of the players on this Liquid roster are, you know, no strangers to mega creep games. They know it does not necessarily mean the end.
We will have to wait if it does indeed happen this time. Another minute or so until the next round of those neutrals are coming up. And I'm looking at it, and I think actually they don't even have all of their neutrals yet on Team Secret. They haven't been able to get out for the tier 4s or even the tier 3s.
Yeah, when they do get it on the map right now, it's mostly been just to battle. It's to fight, right? And then like the second the fight ends, it feels like they just need to run to whatever the prize was after, be it Roche or to a tier 2 to defend there. There's not a lot of time for them to get on the map and actually farm up these neutrals.
Well, BKB's back off cooldown, and for Secret, that means they got to be careful. A lot of spiders ready to run at that range racks while Liquid is down bottom. And TP coming in. Zai sends the spiders with the pipe.
Gotta watch the halberd from Nisha. Gotta watch the blink stuns from Zayats. Those are the places they can't even deal with the spiders. The spiders just take out, barely. Rezo has to charge through the killer spiders.
They're taking the bottom one too.
He's splitting them up, splitting the defense.
It's so hard. How do you even find it? And there it is, the blink in, the BKB, but do they have enough to get out? Chrysalis, a good stun, drops down the ring. They have the damage. Can he survive through the right clicks coming from a Tumbleman though? That Sniper, he's just too strong. They take down that melee racks. Liquid wanting to get mega creeps. Finish this one off. And they're gonna do it in style. Megas for Liquid. And Secret, it is a huge hill to climb to try and come back into this.
I mean, they have some of the heroes though.
They do.
They got the Monkey King. They got themselves a Queen of Pain. Some big pure damage swings. Certainly heroes that are known for being able to itemize in many different ways as well for certain situations. But it's an 18k lead, you know. Don't get it twisted. Liquid are in a very good spot right now.
Let's see now if they will find anybody on these wards here, hoping to catch somebody from Liquid slipping, but everybody out of vision, waiting for those BKBs to come back up again, farming up that next section of the neutrals. And just the power of this draft that Liquid has been able to assemble. Look incredibly good in this game #2. Trying to force it to the game 3. And I think right now, too, the other thing that you got to be watching for is like any of these little illusion play moments, they have to go for this. They don't know that it's an illusion, obviously. Now they do, but if there's any chance for anybody to be caught off guard, it's a quick jump.
Feels like Zai's just has so much pressure on him as well. It's like the best initiation they've got right now.
Oh my God!
They got Machu in.
The whole teammate, but can they get him? Rezo, no friends nearby. He too is going to get brought down. All it takes is a couple of seconds, and with 3 dead, surely this will be the time for Liquid to close out this game.
They're looking to come in here. Chrysalis grabbing the wave in the mid, but of course there's creeps coming through the bottom as well.
They've got it all. They have a glyph, but Secret not even in the base to defend it. Is Liquid trying to close this one out here. The buybacks are out. Resolution into this game, but Liquid, will they be concerned? Still a minute until Roche is even capable of respawning. They don't want to deal with that mess. They want to end this now. Global out, BKB disarm, runaway, Boxy there, snowball through onto both. Nisha gone.
Oh, he's armed.
Liquid, they're cleaning up. They're taking him down. They're going to game 3. Matu's not done yet.
Oh, the Let's Go Liquid cheers have been very loud from this crowd as they've made their way through this lower bracket. And now one more time, they're going to a game 3. They're not done yet. Team Secret, now it's their turn to try and figure things out here and see what they want for game 3. This Team Liquid has turned a lot of fans here, I think.
We've got more than a few as we are looking again at how this is broken down. So much decided in the draft, so much decided also in the game. And the crowd here giving a little bit of appreciation to the team that forced this one to a game 3.
Just feels like a couple small plays here and there, right? One force staff, one position, one stun of someone out of place is turning these big fights. And it feels like it's just constant fights in these games. It feels like we go from one team fight, the replay is going, the next team fight starts right after that. It's deciding so much in these matches. So coming into it, I don't know if we're going to see that classic game 3 slowdown pace or if we're just going to go full speed ahead.
I'm just excited to see some more Dota. I'm going to be real. This is going to be awesome. We got 56 kills in that last game. We'll see how many more we got to come as we head on back to the panel.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Very happy here as well that we are going the distance here because these two teams, they deserve to play more on that stage against each other. And third games, traditionally, if we look back, they've been pretty epic, so I'm having high expectations from that. But first, let's break down game number 2 because Lacoste, this game, it did have quite a bit of a fast pace to it, especially with the kills and especially coming out from the side of Team Liquid.
Yeah, it really did. The lane I'm looking at is this bottom lane, the off lane from Team Liquid, where we've seen it this time and time. Zai on the Broodmother, Boxy on Tusk, where they completely dominate the lane. One problem that I have with this is, Broodmother hits 6, she takes over the lane, and she kind of took over the game, takes over the jungle. They didn't have that one hero to put there and just soak up some damage, feed on the Spiderlings, one hero that is unkillable. It never came to that point. And I love the itemization on Zai, because, yeah, sure, you get that Raid Pack, you get Pipe, but it was early Pipe into Raid Pack where you mitigate so much damage from Team Secret. The early damage is mostly magical. Like Silencer and Nyx Assassin, their damage output at the early stages of the game is very limited, and if you add Pipe on top of that, it's gonna feel very bad. Team Secret did try to, maximize the Silencer, buying out one more time using the global silence, but it was a very difficult game from them considering the situation they were in.
Yeah, I really enjoyed what Broodmother did in that game for sure. And I think Brood as a hero really exposes Silencer's weaknesses as a support if he's not countering a hero per se. It's not really a hero that gives you much by way of playing the map or the ability to rotate or anything like that. With that being said, I also think that the lane swap when the Primal Beast came out between the Tiny and the Sniper was genius, right? Because Tiny is a hero that can lane versus something like a Primal Beast, toss it away if it goes at him. Sniper would not really have stood a chance there. So by putting the Sniper mid, having it lane well versus the Queen of Pain for the first 5 levels, and then rotating the Sniper out of mid and putting your Tusk there so he can get levels and Sniper can farm safely was just very well done. Very good understanding by Liquid on how to play the map. So that was really cool. Also, another thing that I wanted to note was because the Monkey King played an active style of Dota, he didn't build a farming item. So when the game slowed down, you had Sniper just farming in the triangle, and Monkey King wasn't really able to match the pace.
Yeah, he had BKB first, and then Deso. Deso's like the closest thing to a farming item that you could say that game. But no, I really like the point about the Silencer. I think that Liquid, if you look at their draft, they have Jakiro, they have Broodmother. Their entire draft like doesn't have any cooldowns that they're playing around, right? It's like you play the Silencer. Usually, the way that you play this hero is like enemy team commits to you, and then you like botch their initiation, you botch their commitment, and then you turn the fight. It's like you global silence a Broodmother, and it's like my spiders are silenced. Like,
Oh,
no! You're passives. You're passives. So yeah, Liquid just like Effie said, identifying the weakness in this hero. Chrysalis also is playing Monkey King. That's another cooldown dependent hero. Nisha on Queen of Pain, cooldown dependent. The ultimate was very important in this game. There's a few fights that we saw where he didn't have mana for the ult, and it actually meant that like Matumbo would survive at 10% HP and then turn around and peep and get to full HP. This Wraith Pack change, by the way, like the fact that you get more lifesteal off of heroes, it's starting to feel like satanic when these peep lords are turning around.
You are building into Mask of Madness, and I think like Sniper's becoming the not just hero of this series, I would say, but for me, the hero of the tournament, pretty much. Whenever I see this little dwarf on one side, I'm like slowly like leaning towards that side because the hero does so much. I like the build on Matu because he did go for 3 raid bans, early oriented. He knows that if he joins these early fights, it's going to give them even more momentum and momentum with the Broodmother pipe that we mentioned. One thing to notice is one team is going to play potentially one of these 2 teams 8 games today because this is the 3rd game and, in the grand finals, everyone wants to see game 5.
But we've seen the teams that end up playing this series right before grand finals always has the advantage over the other team conventionally. But I also just want to bring up that Liquid had such an easy way to maneuver around the map. Even that fight where they killed the Silencer and they lost their Tiny, and Tusk and Sniper went into Roshilla, and the Brood was pretty far away, but you're just able to plant your webs to Roshan, get there really quickly as Broodmother, and identify when you can take objectives. You can also just dodge smokes and camp yourself at the parts of the map that you need to be. And when Secret really needed to make a smoke and make big things happen, it was evaded completely by Liquid when they were playing on the bot lane for that bot Rex.
Yeah, Liquid definitely seemed to know what Secret was going to try to do during that time. There was another person who knew of how this game was going to play itself out because I think Slacks predicted this outcome from the draft onwards.
That's right. Absolutely. You know, a clock is right once in a while is the saying, I remember. Now, I am up here in the nosebleed section, as high up as you can go for a very special purpose. Now, I was contacted, and someone said, one of you guys has a birthday. Who is it? Oh, my goodness. What's your name?
Chendo.
Fantastic. Crowd, I was wondering if we could make this the worst birthday of his life by all singing a little happy birthday. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Chendo.
Happy birthday to you. Yay! Now your present, you get to pick one. Great. And somebody else out there, happy birthday to you too. Watch out. There you go. Pick it up. Look at the camera. There you go. Yay! All right, well, back to you guys. Happy birthday to you too, Sheever. Happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Shearer.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit late or early, whichever one you're going for. It's off by about half a year. It's all good though, because we are here to celebrate everything, especially the Dota 2 being played, but also friendship and love. And that friendship was there was a little bit of friendship last year, and the Team Secret roster was a little bit broken. Just in case you missed it, Matu and Zai left Team Secret right after TI10, where they came 3rd. So that is the very spot that they're both in right now. And that was not something that Puppy wanted to have happen, Effie.
No, he didn't. When you look at that iteration of Secret from last TI, it had such an incredibly dominant phase throughout the online tournament era where they just felt like the best team in the world, right? And then when it came up to that TI, their results were great. 3rd place is not something to be scoffed at. That roster definitely had potential to go far, but just like in all things, your players get poached. Maybe they
It
get
happens.
sad, maybe
Zai and
things
Matu
change.
are very brave, saying no to Puppy.
Yeah.
And you probably needed to say that into his face.
They weren't in the same room.
They
There's
probably
no way.
weren't in the same room. That was actually, it was all done over computer screens. And Puppy talks
yeah,
in that
over-
same
over Skype.
interview
Yeah,
about
they sent-
how much easier it was because it was all digital. Now, it did lead to good results because in the end, they have two players that re-embody that friendship and love. It's Zayat and Rezo.
I have a friend, which is Zayas. You know, we played together for like 2 years. It's amazing to, you know, be on the lane with a guy who you really enjoy talking to. So it was the middle of the season, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready to roll, you know. And who do I go with? I have one friend. I have a guy who I can talk to. So we happened to call and was like, yo, guys, yo, bro, what are you gonna do?
I were really tryharding in pubs. I played every day around of 10 games, and also my win rate was very high. I back my rank 50, around of 50, yeah. And I were very in good form, I guess.
So we were like, who we can join? And we were like, maybe some alliance, you know, they're like a bit shaky right here and there. Maybe some NA team, you know, it's always good to come to NA and like, you know, for the qualifiers and stuff. I've been there, I know how it works. Maybe I can do the same, you know. And the third idea was like, maybe Team Secret, but it's like, nah, dude, no way, like it's wet dreams, you know. Clement was like, what position are you playing anyways? I'm like, dude, I'm playing offlane for 2 years now, like, come on. That's such a Clement thing to say, but anyways. We just wait a little bit, and after some time, he's like, yo, bro, I got invited to Secret.
Yeah, at the moment when Clement called me, I was so surprised, because how to say, I didn't know that might happen, to be honest.
And he's like, he's playing there, and then at one point he's like, yo, bro, what are you doing next week? I'm like, what am I doing? I'm playing, you know, chilling. He's like, you want to play a tournament in Riyadh? I was like, hell yeah, like, let's do it. And then basically, like, you know, they decided to make, you know, to try me as a standing on that tournament, and things went great from there on.
I'm pretty happy to being here, and also I believe in Team Secret I can do a lot. I mean, long history, so let's see.
It was just a thought, but I didn't really believe that it could happen. But you know, here I am, wearing the eye on my T-shirt right now. That's crazy.
Life is crazy sometimes, for sure. It's actually incredibly wholesome how both of them are now on Team Secret. And they are on the final day, and they are doing pretty well. Both teams, though, one game away from taking that second spot in the grand finals against Tundra. And only one team can advance, which is a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure. You can feel it from all the way over here. We can feel the pressure that is on this one. I'll just give it to 2, Effie. It should be fine, right?
It'll be fine. What does it even mean at this point? Top 3 still top 3.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a lot of pressure in this game 3.
Yeah,
Obviously, both of these teams so badly want to make it to the grand finals. They are the LCQ teams. They were the underestimated teams after the end of the DPC tours this year, and they both have a lot to prove. I think for Puppy, the only thing remaining for him to do is just win his second TI, get that first place with Secret finally, and who knows what's going to happen next for him after that.
Same for that, man, although we do know what's going to happen after that.
We do, but yeah, going back to pressure, Team Liquid, they had a magical lower run bracket so far. So they you know that they've been on brink of elimination so many times this tournament, beating Entity 2-0, beating OG 2-0, then Thunder Awaken in one of the best series of all time, and then beating Astra as well, clutch series as well, and now pushing into the game 3 as well.
But that was just a really wholesome video that we just saw. I'm still thinking about it, but you can really see the synergy between Resolution and Zayats in that one. And I'm also glad that he told that story, because at ESL Malaysia, he did mention that they both wanted to join Team Secret, but they didn't really know how to facilitate that. And it just ended up happening for them. So it was just really cool to see. I think Resolution as a player has grown so much over the years. His hero pool has expanded. He's played so many different roles. He's bounced around from region to region, and he announced his retirement after last TI. But as we know, in Dota, Jenkins, nobody stays retired.
Yeah, that's why, you know, I look at Matumba and I think, like, we've talked about him so much because the absolute legend is retiring. You know, it's like, is he really going to after this run? I mean, Liquid has been backed into a corner 3 times. They've been in that game 3 where they claw it back. Right, they've won 3 game 3s in the lower bracket.
It has actually been clawing because it was not easy.
No, it wasn't easy. Every time it wasn't easy. And then already they weren't supposed to be here. They got in through the last chance qualifiers. So it's like, we talked like previously when we saw them walking on, oh, they look like they feel no pressure, both of these teams. It's because how could their brains have any chemicals left to feel pressure at this point? They've been pressured for like 2 weeks straight. These guys are ice cold now.
They really are, but honestly, it's just been so touching to watch both teams make it this far. Obviously, Liquid are carrying with them the weight of their teammates' retirement. We've seen them talk about him with such high regards. And how they want to have one good last run with him. And I really think that this result is more than they ever expected. So hopefully the pressure does not affect their gameplay at this point in this elimination game.
And also, we do overuse a word Giga Chat quite a lot, you know, but first time hearing it, Giga Coach. That's a new one. Team Liquid with 3 coaches.
3 people,
Yeah, it's
one entity.
We do say, you know, too many chefs in the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. But for them, it seems to be working because everybody, as we've seen in the interview, has a lot of respect and they think without one piece, it would just not work.
Yeah, they all have their own role and everybody is respectful, and apparently there's no stepping on other people's toes, which would be very easy to do with a lot of coaches around there. Speaking of coaches, of course, I want to reiterate that we've got Heen and AY in the tournament as coaches that have already won TIs. Blitz, this is his first TI in the booths, and I say that because he has obviously been at a lot of TIs as talent. We're going to find out how much impact the coaches will have had during the drafting of this third and deciding game.
Team Secret versus Team Liquid. Game 3.
It all comes down to this game 3, all on the line. Both of these teams clawing at a spot. The final game that they want to be playing in this. You guys got to watch backstage. Just before we even see the draft, who do you think has the momentum coming into this? Who are you kind of favoring? Are you just going to stay biased with your old teammates?
And for me, I will definitely say Team Liquid. You know, they just won the last game. I can feel the momentum. You know, everyone is smiling. I just saw them earlier, they look pretty excited to play the game 3, so definitely Liquid.
I mean, for sure I want Secret to win, but you know, you get second pick, you win. It's as simple as this. I cannot just simplify it more.
Yeah, why even play the game, you know?
Yeah. We should just end it after the coin flip. We shouldn't even do the draft. Let it go. This whole thing will be over very quickly.
Well, we do have a draft that's going to get taken place now, and you can see a couple of changes already coming out. So the Broodmother taken out of the pool, CM. This was a hero that's also risen in popularity a lot. Marcy and the Lesh. So a couple of those key heroes that we've seen still left in the pool. What are you guys liking? And also, how does that second pick affect the rest of the draft going in?
I mean, the second pick is just way easier to draft, and like you will just counter pick into counter pick, and like you just pick on first stage something solid that even if you counter it, it's fine.
Whoa.
Okay.
That is not what I was anticipating.
Nobody wants to go out on Silencer. All right, that's just how it is.
I actually thought they would pick Silencer when they banned Brood, because now Enigma's in the pool. Actually, Inch is not that bad into Brood because you know the shot. I don't think you guys have seen it before.
Little friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you put that spell on the enemy target, all the spiders goes on him. It's actually pretty funny.
Funny, is it good though? Everybody says that shard is garbage.
I actually used it once. It's actually pretty good. People just doesn't know how to use it properly.
Okay, all right, I'm with you. Sounds good. Well, they do have, like you said, that Enigma open. Do Team Liquid want to go for it though? Again, that hero has been all over the place in terms of some success, some failure, and Silencer's still in the pool, so if they wanted to swap it to another core role or something, they could do that also.
I feel like maybe they want to go for the Lina, because last game the Lina was banned by Secret, now they changed it to Brood. So maybe there is something with the Lina.
Should be Enigma, I think. Enigma Tusk, maybe? Oh, you're right, Emma.
Interesting. So what is it about this Lina? You said there might be something about this Lina. What is it that makes this hero so insanely good, particularly for Liquid?
I mean, I think they get what they want. Mickey plays like the carry from the mid lane. Matumba gets his lane-winning hero who stuns or just doesn't die, and is just good into the meta. Like the meta mid laners, Lina can lane into Leshrac and Desif.
Oh, well, I mean, you got the Lina right now. We got the best hero, the game-winning hero. You know, you're looking for Team Secret to take the W. They've got the Beastmaster. It's got to be feeling pretty good now.
They got the natural disaster.
10 seconds.
They got everything.
Natural disaster.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, the Enchantress definitely applies a ton of early pressure, as does the Beastmaster. I mean, I'm looking at these drafts, and I'm just seeing tower after tower getting taken. Obviously, you do have some good outspam, but Taiga, are you concerned about all of that pressure that Team Secret has running early?
I think after what we have seen in Game 1, I think they should have better answers now on Liquid. I think they're looking for something that would fight them, fight the Beastmaster and Ench on the early game. Because right now they only have Tusk and Lina, and they're not like the best heroes. They need to add something else. Like something more like a strong early game hero to fight this beast. Because the moment this beast takes your tower, your jungle is done. It's gone, and they need to somehow retake this jungle, and they also need to apply their own pressure. So I think they maybe another sniper game, you know, sniper is pretty good against that to D-push when they come, so but they actually ban them themselves.
Huh. Interesting.
Zayat will actually get a chance to maybe see some other heroes before he's picked, which has been a little unusual, I would say, for Zayat this tournament, right? He kind of gets this like first phase hero, just has to deal with it. They end up banning like 3 heroes in a row to try and protect him, so that Enigma, as I said, is still Lindo, but probably going to be Insania's hero out of this phase, and then we're going to have that double counter pick for both Matu and Zai.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I can also see maybe Wyvern for Insania. He hasn't played a hero for a while, like Wyvern, Phoenix, sometimes teamfight hero, because they really lack teamfight on the Liquor right now, and they usually want to have at least one teamfight hero on support. Now that I pick Tusk, they will need to add something that synergizes with Tusk, which is like Phoenix, Wyvern, Jakiro, for example, but Jakiro is banned, so we'll see.
I do like that Wyvern that you're talking about. That always feels like it's really nice against a Beastmaster, and you pair that together with obviously the little friends and everything else that you got working with you for the Enchantress. It can definitely turn the tides of a battle very quickly. And of course, we've also seen that combination be really good. Winner's Curse into just an LSA, people get blown up.
I'm not so sure about the Wyvern. Like the hero is weak, and like the out tempo might be so much. Like he's good into Beast. Beast cannot just send his units how much he wants, but it feels like it kind of drags his team down. Like you have Wyvern Tusk support, like you don't do damage kinda.
I'm dying. That's a lot of teamfight.
Whoa. Slipped its way through that second phase of bans this time. Often getting removed here. Obviously started out as pretty much the hero of the tournament, it felt like. I felt like teams had to address it a lot in their drafts, with like Snapfires or something to try and handle this Tombstone, someone who can naturally hit it, but I mean the sniper's already gone as well, so could maybe be an option for Secret. Of course, then that's putting Zayats on a... I mean, it's actually a pretty good 4, I'd say, for the way that they like to play their lanes.
Definitely could be strong. Needing to come up with some type of an answer. You were talking earlier also about like the Maranas, things like that as a potential answer. Is it like you have to really go super hard on a Tombstone answer, or do you feel like you can get that from like, a little bit here, a little bit there, like some from Enchantress, some from other heroes?
I feel like they have Beast and Lynch. They can... It's easy Tom killers. Like I don't feel like they have a problem with Tom.
Got some attack speed, got some range, it's always good, but the crowd,
look at that.
They love the player-hero combos. Got themselves an Invoker picked here.
I just think that Undying is a good pick for the teamfight, but I think the Secret have tools to kill that too. Like they have the aura from Beast, and the Ench doesn't really care so much about zombies. It's only the lane that's Undying is being picked for. I will assume like the laning into Beast is actually pretty nice when dying.
Man, this Invoker, every time you get around to it, there's been a lot of different change-ups in the builds too. Do you think with Beastmaster he could go for like an Exort build, or is it still just going to be like Quaswex trying to play fast with the rest of his team?
I mean, I know that people would take Quaswex against Lina on mid, but I've only seen Exort Invoker in my team, so, and use Sunstrike on like 2 side lanes, get Midas minute 6, farm on map, 6 loss minute 20.
Okay, interesting.
Ooh. I think that's probably more like Nisha, you know, like
yeah,
Exort Invoker to solve the team. That sounds more like Nisha.
You talked about Zayat's being a little bit more free in the game maybe, and we'll see if it ends up happening here with this Earthshaker pick. This is a TI hero if I feel like if I've ever seen one.
She's not a group stage hero though. I'll say that much. Playoffs. Yeah, this guy's he's been hurting at TI. I think. But when the game comes down to it, you know, this is one of those heroes that people like to play. I think like if I have that clutch factor in me, this is a hero that can really do a lot of that position 4 role.
Thoughts on it? Hate it, love it?
Well, I don't really like Shaker, to be honest. After playing it in group stage, it felt pretty weak, and I don't like it into Undying either. It's like, but it makes sense with Beast, because you need someone that enables the Beast in lane, right? And like with the Fisher block, you pull back the lane, and Undying can't just chase you down, hit you non-stop. They can actually stay on a lane, and potentially they might have to steal the pull, because I don't think this Beast Shaker will fight into Undying.
Oh, another answer now as we get some claps coming out from the old Earthshaker. But it is going to be the Lifestealer. So Liquid managed to get it again in the second phase. At this current state in the draft, we're still looking for a carry on Team Secret. We're still looking for something, depending on what it is for Team Liquid, most likely that offlaner. What are you guys feeling at this point?
I mean, I feel like they're gonna ban the Razor, but for sure, like if Secret can get the Razor, I think this is such a free win. Like I don't see a way they stop the Razor, even like if they can counter pick it. But probably they will get a ban. I don't think it's hard.
Oh, I was gonna say Ursa, but it's banned. Felt like an amazing Ursa game if I was left through.
Yeah. Is there any like archetype of a hero that they need? Something that like just what role do they need to fill?
I mean, just a solid carry, like who can lane into anything. Like he doesn't really need to care about lane so much. He's laning into Tusk with Ench. Like he's gonna have a good lane. They banned the Enigma, so there is no like insane good hero laner. So like they're gonna have like a good lane, and if he can offer like something good for his team, like if he doesn't like drag his tempo down to his team, and his team like with Beast and Ench, and they win their mid and help their offlaner, I think it's gonna be easy win for Secret, because the Slacks are not gonna lane into Beast at some point.
Is this a Drow pick or Luna's? Potential CK2. I feel like they're banning dogs here.
Yeah.
Maybe they want some kind of Drow hero, you know, sit back. Cause
Terrorblade maybe. I mean against Lina that's scary too though.
Yeah, because if you look at Liquid's draft right now, they only have like Snowball to reach the back line.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have Lina Undying trying to catch a Drow or anything, right? So it's only Snowball plus Infest.
I mean that was the classic answer for a long time against the Lifestealer, those types of heroes. So
yeah.
Could be something there.
I still feel like the Razor value is too high. I don't see like a reason to stop it. Like also like Razor Beast combination is very good.
Drow.
There you go for it.
They banned it. This is like the perfect bans for Drow, I will say. Like Enigma, Dogs here, like usually great heroes against Drow in the lane. And right now Liquid, they probably need to find a hero that actually catch this Drow on a team fight.
Pango.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Those two. Pango is really nice into Drow.
Not usually making it this far in the draft.
But his lane is gonna be so rough. It's gonna maybe not making like it. And there is Roar and Shaker Fisher, and there is even his Tusk.
Mars too. Of course has his own issues versus Drow, but at least it's going in.
I mean, the Mars looks good, like there is, but it's...
Well, we're seeing some speeches out there. As I think that they know what they're going to pick and just taking the time now to get ready, hand over heart. They're ready for what could be the last game in this tournament for either of these teams. For Liquid, it could be the last game of that man's career. He's liking what he's seeing. Are they kissing? Okay, I can't tell. It's just a handshake. They're feeling it. They're trying to get the crowd on their side. They're ready.
He's doing it for you.
And oh my goodness, they pick themselves a brewmaster of all heroes.
Everybody's got to get in there. Let's go.
I guess they're getting drunk tonight.
One way or another.
One way or another, people are going to tip it on stuff, but we'll see. All right, so we are not going to do a coach's interview here at the end, but I want to hear from both of you who you think is going to come away with this. Cut off the biases for a second. Who do you feel like has the better drafts at the very least?
I honestly think Secret has a better draft. I feel like this draw is going to have a free game, free lane. I'm not sure how they're going to catch it. They need to find a way to kill him.
For me, I see this is the battle of Brewmaster versus Beastmaster. The three of me against the hero who contains the summons.
All right, well, we'll have to see indeed which of those two teams are able to come away with the victory here. The lower bracket finals, game 3. One of these teams moving on as we get ready to hop into this one. The coaches have left, the game underway. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us through this whole drafting days. I feel like I've learned so much.
But now it's time for us to actually get in here as
get the
well.
heck
So
outta
thank
here.
you very much. Eric, can we hear it for Ty Gunamar? Anyone? Yeah, a lovely draft panelist. Thank you.
So we get ready to go into this one indeed, and we'll see who it is that's going to be able to come away with the victory here. Team Secret versus Team Liquid. My goodness gracious, Trent. I feel like I'm just on the edge of my seat here. I kind of have been feeling this the entire day that, I mean, you look at sort of the history of these two teams, both of them with former players that are playing with each other. We're going to do a quick little last speech here moment to Matu before they went up on stage, so we're going to get into that right now.
All right, guys, one last time around the bend. Let's fucking get it, yeah? Truly, I really believe in this lineup from the moment that we all got together. I really love all of you guys. I know that you guys are all smiling and it's cringe, but I really do love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Nothing that happens in this game will change that. I'm always so proud of every single one of you. Thank you for letting me be a part of this journey. Sincerely, I wish you all the best. No matter what happens, let's have fun. Yeah? Let's have a smile. No matter what happens, we smile at the end of this, yeah? We enjoy ourselves. Good. I love you, brother. Truly, it's been a fucking honor one way or another.
Wait, why don't we just pick Lone Druid?
And with that, they signed off, got ready to go into this game immediately into the pause, but you can see that this is a team, both teams, that have just put so much investment into each other as teammates, and it's been paying off. Both these teams from the lower bracket, from the last chance qualifier, and now here in the last day of TI. And again, for both of them, wanting to get some of their highest placements ever. Let's see if they can do it.
Coming in here, of course, we have a couple different game plans going on right now. A couple heroes that are new to our series right now. Of course, that Invoker that everyone loves so much, being cheered for, that Lina early on in the phase. But a common trend throughout this tournament has been this big ranged damage core and trying to get to that back line, trying to find these big ranged damage dealers. For Liquid, they're going to have the Lina in that capacity. But for Team Secret, they've got sort of a dual action happening here. Of course, they're going to have Nisha on this Invoker, and of course, Chrysalis on the Drow Ranger. So a lot of heroes and a lot of backline plays that Liquid need to look to do. And it can be very tough. They're going to be extremely reliant on that split coming through, trying to find their way there, of course, with the Storm Bandit.
A little bit of an XD there to start us. That's always how it goes. They'll sort it out here in just a moment, but you can see not the highest win rate in the world on this Invoker, but a ton of really standout moments. And moments, I think, when you combo that together with the Earthshaker, with the Beastmaster, there's so much potential to just explode these heroes in a moment. And in a way, that's something that Brewmaster can kind of be, you know, an answer to. If you don't kill him in that burst, suddenly that fight's going to go Liquid's way.
Yeah, it can just be those tiny little moments. Which just really felt like the story of every game that Liquid has been in, right? It's these little infest plays. It's that one tiny little jump that you managed to get. How many of their games have just gone the distance? They managed to find their way to a victory, where Secret, of course, not really being as tested as much, not needing to find those big comeback wins, because they tend to just take the lanes and choke out the game from there, much like they did in game number 1. So will Secret find that success once again? Will they take that early lead, push it, control the whole map, and just force out these initiations from Team Liquid? Or will Liquid bathe in that chaos that they've created time and time again here on the main stage and find themselves a way to the grand final.
We'll have to wait and see as the game is already underway and heading also across the map. The other thing that I want to watch for is, just like you talked about, that early pushing potential that you get from the Enchantress and that Beastmaster. Insania running in through the river. Puppy will find him real quickly. A couple of melee heroes against an Ench. Very annoying to deal with, but who's faster on the clicks? Resolution picks up the bounty rune this time. And it looks like that is going to end up being 2 apiece. Liquid weren't able to snack that extra one.
Yeah, no surprises on the lanes here as they split up there. I guess maybe a little bit in terms of Puppy coming up top there and playing with the Beastmaster, but this is just a solid combo. And, you know, Zayats can play a little bit more defensive on the Earthshaker, so pull back the wave, set things up for the Drow. And seeing the fact that it is the Brewmaster at the end with the Tusk, that probably gave them a little bit of comfort in this setup as well, knowing that there's not a whole lot they can do to Chrysalis, right? Like, what's going to stop him from farming? And typically, Earthshaker is someone who can struggle in that position 5 role unless he's a strong laner like this in the Drow Ranger. There's not many heroes that can actually provide so much comfort to an Earthshaker like a Drow can.
No, absolutely. And that coverage is exactly what she's going to need to just keep hitting away at there on her own. So the lanes, as they head out across the map, Mickey playing on this Lina will try and take it to the Invoker as much as possible, but you can see that one of the issues here is they actually did swap it up. A little Shards connection onto Chrysalis, the Fissure, so a lot of blockage coming out. These melee heroes doing a good chunk of damage onto that Drow if they can manage to get on top of her.
Yeah, it's important that they try and fight back right now these earlier parts when they're attempting to punish the level 1 when there's only the Shards there on the Tusk, and there's like no real threat of just jumping on the Zayats whenever they want.
Zayats coming on in, gets the D ward there. See if Boxy can play his way and get the other one too.
It's gonna be really hard to get this camp. Like,
yeah, I mean, absolutely. He has the sentry, but can't place it down. So Fissure, Erupt, throws it back on the
swap. Zai's gonna now run over as well. Always forced the body block,
bringing him down. The damage, it's out! Chrysalis gets him with that level 2 hit.
That was
just in time.
It was like all a dance for the safe lane small camp, right? Like,
yeah,
they're trying to like changing their positioning, going back and forth like that.
Oh, 23 HP, and gonna have to bring a salve out to himself. My goodness. Yeah, this lane is tough. This is a really hard one.
Radiant's middle
Getting an early win in a
attack.
lane with an Earthshaker support is going to be a great feeling, because now you've got this Enchantress matching up versus the Undying. You're removing pretty much the whole purpose of this pick. Like, it feels like he really was just picked for the lane. They don't necessarily have like the free Tombstone killers, but they have a lot of great tools versus Tombstones. Obviously, like they end the draft with a Drow, so plenty of ranged heroes. There's the attack speed aura. It shouldn't be a major concern for them. Really, as long as they have the vision, that Tombstone's going down.
True. You can see the pull there of the creep wave around. Matsu pulled it back in as Rezo is being zoned away by Insania up here on the top side. Currently going for none of those boars yet. Just wanting to play more around the axes and the punches. As Boxy gets this wave, pulls it back behind. Don't want to have to deal with the Drow anymore. And this is always going to be the answer, right? If you do end up giving up first blood to the Drow, you can do these lane pulls and make the laning stage just that little bit easier for yourself. Although Zaya,
feel good though.
That's a nice little job there interrupting it.
But like giving a free lane to a Drow too, just because you can't contest, is a pretty awful feeling. Oh, that's a nice play from Boxy though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they couldn't get all the melee creeps on him, so he didn't take too much damage from that.
Yeah, Drow definitely free game so far. And they're going to need to make some pretty solid rotations later here if they want to find any hope of punishing them eventually.
I definitely think there's a chance to go for kills before level 6. It should be free with the Brewmaster split, assumedly, but there's also a chance that you go for something a little bit earlier if they can get that wave away from the tower, just because they do have that Tusk initiation.
Zombies? 18 HP. Maybe you just needed one more there.
Don't have Untouchable yet, so, you know, it's a little scary.
Insania tries to get that pull off, but oh, the zombie spawn, which stops the pull. Very annoying for the Undying there. But it's just going to keep on spamming out those decays as much as possible. So at least up top's going well for Matumba Man on the side of Liquid. Bottom, a bit of a different story. Zai trying to make his way out of here. Did switch over form for that Drunken Brawler. Can he get away from him though? A couple more punches and Boxy there to play interrupt.
Yeah, it is not a lot of evasion early on.
Storm Brawler gets him up to just, well, the 5% there, 15% rather.
Huge evasion.
Yeah, it's not great. So again, this lane going to be a tough one, but you can see the Beastmaster also struggling. 5 minutes in, they bring on in the big creep. And Puppey, in combination there, is actually going to get some pretty good damage onto Insania. That forces him away.
Radiant's courier
Matu
has
finds a
been
courier
killed.
just sitting there. Puppey had left it hanging out there, so great grab there. Besides, also losing the courier at the same time.
These waves around, Matumba Man trying to chase and stop the creeps from being stolen away from his lane there. And again, because Undying had to back away, they actually don't even manage to come and contest.
Nobody wants to lane is what I'm seeing. Chrysalis is chasing Boxy through the jungle. You know, they got the pull into the small camp here now. Chrysalis can farm that up. All just playing a little bit passive at the moment. Is a little rotation in the mid lane here, though. That is a level 6 Invoker. Got a couple tools handy here.
Will they be able to find him, bring him down? A couple punches, Nisha caught. Drops it, the Sunstrike. Mickey takes some damage, but it won't be enough. And that is before level 6.
Yeah.
So
no one was coming to help him. I thought maybe there might be like a Fisher or something in there, but Zayat did not have the option available.
No.
Or at least he didn't think there could be a save for it, which is probably true when it comes to the Fisher plays, right? Fisher to try and save from an Ice Shard, it's kind of unlikely.
Yeah, can't get into position there to steal away the bounty rune either. So these Boxy rotations bearing a little bit of fruit. And Zai moves over, okay. Can chase him down here. Zayat's in some trouble, throws the Enchant Totem out, a couple more punches. Boxy gets on the board as Resolution, chase underneath the tower. Matumba Man on top of him with Insania. They bring down Rezo to boot.
Surprising, a couple kills across the map there. I feel like Insania's struggling a bit in this lane.
Sunstrike's not there, but the punches coming from Puppey, and the Wolf managed to clean up. So 6.5 minutes, and already the lane's starting to break down a little bit more as the battles ensue.
Yeah, the constant has been Matu, though, just constantly on the wave, never really being forced off here. 41 and 11 as he leads the board in terms of the CS, and well ahead in net worth now as well.
And seeing if Nisha can get up to that Hand of Midas as quickly as possible. He is going for this Exort build, so he's going to rely upon these Sunstrike kills. Missing a couple of them there, you know, not the biggest deal in the world. Those are things that would really just accelerate his farm up, but we'll have to wait and see.
When the Roar comes out, though, as well as the Helm of the Dominator, there's going to be a lot of damage coming from Rezo in combination with Puppey. They can just bring a secondary creep. They can really get some big chain stuns going if they want, and it should be free picks at that point. And then on the other side, for Team Liquid, you're looking for the level 6 on Zai, right? That first split, Chrysalis, I'm sure, is going to be well aware that is a big opportunity for them to go for a kill. We might see a little bit of babysitting from Zai in that situation. But the other TPs to save, like Puppey doesn't have a whole lot of tools. They can really do much when the Brewlings come out. So it's going to be based off of the intuition of Chrysalis to survive.
Matumba Man onto Rezo. TP's coming in, though. Needs to be careful. Infest and the runaway. They're going to lose Boxy there as Chrysalis heads on out of lane. But they do get away on Matumba Man.
Force that rotation, though. But again, that's Chrysalis, right? He saw an opportunity to get out of that lane because he knows what's coming, right?
Yes.
So better than just waiting for it and having to like run to the jungle. You're a drow. That's not really ideal. You'd much rather take this swap, come up top, avoid the brew split, and start farming here instead. Keep that net worth moving upwards. And so you have this dual core of the Invoker and the drow staying strong.
All right.
Kind of weird for Rezo, though, because he's playing a Beastmaster. So now like he's still farming towards his helm. Now there's like a drow in his lane, you know?
Yeah, that part does feel a little bit different. And the other thing about this is we're seeing the Lina just head on back and farm up the jungle too. I was wondering if after getting that ulti online, if she was going to start rotating around, getting some kills, but Mickey opting to just go into the jungle and farm and gets that perfect neutral item for the Lina. Very trinket.
It is cool that Rezo has the 3 points in the axis, though, so he's just like farming up stacks right now while Chrysalis takes his lane. He's not going to fall behind too much. Now they could even go for a smoke plague with the Roar if they want to as well. Again, with Puppey's creeps. Can chain quite a few. I can pretty much kill anyone, actually. Maybe not Matsu with the help of a Sunstrike. He's still going to be pretty tanky and hard to grab. But anyone else is going to be a pretty free grab.
Right. And of course, those Infest plays are something you're going to have to watch for later on. So many units that can get turned into an escape route for that Lifestealer.
I almost feel like Zai's like kind of annoyed down here. He's just like, I want to kill someone. Can I please? Like someone show, you know? All his other heroes he's been playing, he's able to like push this tower, he's given this space. It feels like he can immediately start pressuring somewhere else on the map, but instead He only really has the creeps to deal with at the moment.
Dire's middle
Right.
tower
And is going to be able to farm pretty well on that brew.
Dire's
Something that you like to
structures
see.
are fortified.
If you can get
Radiant's
into a couple of
bottom
those
tower
later
is
islands,
under
we've seen
attack.
some of them go for the Wraith packs. Obviously, the Aghanim Scepter,
Yeah.
not as good as it used to be, but still very strong.
Oh,
TVs.
debatable. That'd be better.
Sanya. Well, he's dead. Can they find anything after, though? Resolution in some trouble as Boxy moves in, so they use the Roar to kill off the Undying, but they get punished pretty heavily on the other side of that.
Yeah, hoping to catch a couple of their core heroes there, obviously. That's why Zai's coming up here to try and get the split off, but not going to find it. And I'll tell you who had it. What? I mean, he would have taken the Invis rune. You know?
All right.
Yeah.
Lets him know how he feels about
That's
it.
right. I like how he tips him, too.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
That's right. You think I wouldn't?
Dude, you see something new every time at this TI.
Oh, and behind the rest split.
They do not have a Laguna Blade. I don't know how it happened, but it's not there. It turns out they don't need it. Nisha goes down. Oh my goodness.
Radiant structures.
Dude, that
are
was sick.
fortified.
Yeah, this is all just cover, though, because Zayat's got a free lane bottom for a couple waves. All right, that's the secret to the Earthshaker players. You got to feed some of your teammates a little bit, right? Got to get that early blink dagger. Very important that you find the time for this hero. Okay, what is Insania doing? How did he just kill a courier down there?
He's hanging out,
Who
man.
is this man?
And moving in from behind. Zayat's there. They don't have Bruce Split anymore, but the Echo! Oh, but the snowball save. Can they get him out after? Mickey's got to run, but Puppy's there for the slow. LSA connects onto 2. Sunstrike out. It is going to be enough with the hits from Chrysalis.
Oh, Insania. He did not know whether he should come in here. He thought about backing up, and he's like, I'll throw a tombstone, maybe I'll do something, but I think in the end he knew that was going to be a tombstone feed. So unfortunately, he kind of just adds on to the bounty.
And you can see that after, again, a bit of a slow start to this one, it turns into a bloodbath and some good Cinder Brew damage there out onto Nisha, but they want to try and get some damage onto this tower.
The split is down, you know, it's like chum in the water. They know that Zai doesn't have a whole lot he can do in this situation. They smell blood and they go right for that tower.
TPs could come in soon. They have to be careful about this one.
Rally the dead.
But no, that is the power of this bench. You get that troll creep, you run on in, you take the tower.
Oh, how about that, though? An instant smoke as well from Zayats and Puppy. They're going to start moving up towards their Beastmaster, because Rezo, of course, has the Roar up and ready, has the Helm Creep. So if anyone tries to contest this tower, again, no split, they're not too worried about it. And this, the replay on the Laguna. Wow, a man.
Dude, the eyebrow raise is too good. Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Was not expecting
That's
that
the most emotion I've ever seen from Nisha, you know?
You're not wrong. Oh, silent killer usually. Well, the salvo damage that we had towards mid, it looks like Liquid want to make the move again. After losing their mid-tier 1 tower, they will head on in and claim one of their own.
Radiant's middle
With
tower has
Vlad's
fallen.
already done on that brew, a couple of smokes purchased. Gotta watch for those blink timings.
I like that play from Liquid too, sort of like posturing mid with a lot of units, a lot of heroes coming in there, and just knowing they hit the split coming up in just a second, as it's now available now. So Secret not feeling like they can really contest that, as they're just going to keep Chrysalis farming up the jungle, and now, you know, Zayat, he's just going to try and like find that farm somewhere, be it Shard, be it Blink. It looks like he's probably not as confident getting the Blink this game. Feels like he just wants that early Shard instead.
Right.
But it's like so strong for stalling out these fights, of course, to try and provide all that space that you can for an Invoker and a Drow. But if you're not getting the Blink first, like, it doesn't even feel like that worth it, you know, as a hero. I feel like that's where you really get the value out of the 4 Shaker.
I know, it can be an issue. Something to be a bit concerned about is Chrysalis is farming up those Ancients, and you can't get that initiation off. You start to feel much less valuable in these fights. But of course, like you talked about, that extra damage that you get from those Sunstrike Bladers could help to mitigate that a little bit. As we have this stall out period, and you got to imagine that Nisha's going to be happy about this, building towards, you know, his next item is actually going for a 4-staff after that Hannah Midas. So more tools to get that separation away from particularly the Lifestealer.
Yeah, it's like the counter to Team Liquid, right? They just keep picking Tusk and Lifestealer.
Right?
So just every game, it feels like just more and more 4-staffs. I'm sure Puppy's feeling the same way, indeed he is. Stack those up. It's great to have it on the Drow too, so likely to be another game where it's going to be something they're going to have to contend with on Liquid.
Well, in the jungle, they find each other, looking for a high five. Zayat, is he feeling friendly today?
You got to be careful if he's a Chant Totem, he high fives you.
Oh, yeah?
Hurts.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. No high five. Smoke up from Zai and Boxy. they're hunting to try and find the Beastmaster.
Like, can you even kill this right now?
Back behind.
Oh, I can't get it.
No, but look, the chase, it's there. Rezo thinks it's all good and well, but the chase, they catch him. Stone, couple more punches. The creep buying some extra time. Chiatone doesn't do anything with that Echo to get away from him. Tombstone down. Chrysalis is there, though, and that's going to be enough to kill off Boxy. Insania has to run, but Mickey, he's got a DD. Moves in, finds Science, gets that kill. Now Puppey trying to get out of there. They have the lift up on Anisha. Drops the meatball, but it's not enough. Nisha in trouble. Couple more hits. He dies. Zai on a killing spree as they look for Puppey, but Chrysalis wants to move forward. Insania trying to take up a bunch of those hits as he can, and Mickey gets the double kill. That's 4 already dead. Zai on top of Chrysalis hits the stun. Mickey there. Mickey wants the kill. They're diving behind the towers. Resolution, he's back in. Have they gone too far? Liquid in, very deep. Another TP in. Zayas is back alive. Mickey hopes to escape, but there will possibly be an escape. No. Zaya cleans up.
Oh, he bought us BKB though.
And he was able to pie out. And to think that all starts from just 2 heroes smoked in.
They are getting so much into these early brew splits, which is really the key to them getting this victory. Now, you can definitely see these moments where they bait out the brew split and you're able to get away, but the shards are really helping those situations. They forced that fight on top of Rezo, and Zayas even felt committed, of course, to hop in there with the Echo, but it wasn't enough to turn things. Does have a shard as well, though, so he can continue to like try and stall these fights, try and force some good Sunstrikes as well there from Nisha, but great plays from Liquid. Now they have 2 humongous item powers when they come into these next fight. They're going to have that BKB on Mickey's Lina, as well as that Wraith back now on Zai. But much like the Tombstone, again, it is an issue where they do have good tools versus it on the side of Team Secret. It won't necessarily be that big, like, dominating Wraith back this game.
Yeah, and you can see here just the amount that he's getting done on this brew. Zaya's had a tournament that's sort of been a lot of great moments, but also a couple where he's had to sacrifice as we get into another battle. Anisha found Lifestealer right on top, didn't stand a chance.
The way they're grouping and playing with this splitless brew is so good, right? They just now take that fight. He doesn't have the brew split back for another 15 seconds. They immediately move into the Roche pit with the Deso, with the Vlads, all these items stacking up together, and the Tombstone drop instantly.
They're into the pit now. Puppey is down bottom, just trying to push these waves out. I don't know if they can come and contest this.
They have the vision. They saw it all go down from the side of Team Secret.
But with no Blink Dagger, no nothing from Zayas, it's too hard to walk into this pit.
They got Hawk in a few seconds here, but no, there's no way they get there in time.
They tried, but they will not succeed. And Zai now there to slow him down. The enchant to back away. Still have to be careful about running up high ground into no vision. And Insania, he's going to get punished for the hubris.
All the soul rips have been pretty incredible from him so far. Maxing that out first, getting lots of saves in these fights, and he'll just go down there as he helps his allies escape. So what do they escape with? They get themselves an Aegis onto their Lina. They still have the split available. So when he's back up on Insania, they can start to move their way onto that Radiant side of the map. And with that death onto Nisha, of course, and he's 0-4-0 on this Invoker. He's got Midas and Force Staff. It's not exactly the dream game for the hero, but his levels are starting to add up.
Philly picked up now. You know, you end up in these situations that I was sort of talking about, the mental stability that it feels like this team's been able to keep up there. They're going to have to make another move here from Secret in a little while, see what they can find across the map. They have that shard ready on the Earthshaker, but it does still just feel like they need more time.
A common trend of Secret throughout the last chance qualifier and TI has always been like Zayas and Rezo dominating their lane and pushing forward from there. Very combat heavy. It felt like these Dawnbreakers, right? Like Marcy, just like fighting everyone all the time.
Oh, Echo! It's not enough.
That's not quite.
Oh my goodness! And stick charges.
Yeah, they don't have that though. They're not like a snowballing off-lane duo in this game. In game 1, it worked really well because they had this like double vision tactic where they were going with the Beastmaster and the Nyx assassin.
They find him. Nisha in the woods. Zai pops the ultimate. He wants this one. He wants it real bad. Lift up there. The rest of the team coming in. Back behind the tower. Mickey going into this fight with half HP. They time it perfect. Nisha gets brought down. Liquid, they are feeling themselves here. Again, we talk so much about Puppey and the consistency that he's had. Zai is another one of those players. He's been to so many different TIs, but if they win this game, this will be his highest placement ever.
Well, but still able to grab it despite Zayas running away with the creep wave. I was kind of wondering, like, where's the Fisher save? And he's just running. He's got wave after wave. And Boxy not even going to bother trying to chase him or cut him off. They're just moving elsewhere on the map. They want a bigger prize for themselves.
13.5 minutes and a 4,000 gold lead. These little mid-game leads can be so dicey, though. We've seen some that have fallen apart very quickly, and is this going to be one of them? Got to be careful. Lifestealer inside the open wounds, and Matumba Man going to run away. Resolution just not quite close enough to connect with any roar or anything else.
Bit of a bold one there, as there was quite a bit of vision in the area from Team Secret. And so of course, the long run with the creeps will come to an end here, eventually being caught inside that dire jungle. So, game one, similar situation. Beastmaster, right? They're able to take so much of the map over from the side of Team Secret because of the way he pushed through that top lane, established good vision up top, and they just played around that area. This game, Crystallis take the top lane instead. Rezo's not able to really establish that big point, and Liquid just catching all these great fights with the Brewmaster has been so important for them. And Secret, they're really lacking that vision. They don't really know until Liquid crossed the river. They're not really sure what they're up to. And they're not able to go for these cheeky little plays, the Sunstrikes, to try and get Liquid off balance. Instead, it's Liquid who are just pushing through and always staying very grouped together.
Matumba Man showing, and Zai also showed for just a moment. This smoke, it's going to be broken immediately. Zai, he's in an awkward spot now. Insania is there to break it. Tries to find one, Rage immediate turn for the kill. So they will get the Undying.
Yeah, Liquid don't want this fight. Secret are throwing all the resources at it once again. Game 2, Crystallis was really trying to get involved in as many fights as possible to try and get his team to a solid position. He was doing that once again. These TPs up here, trying to find these engagements when he can, then moving back to farm when it looks like the fight's not going to happen. Liquid there, of course, can be a little bit pickier with their fights, but with another minute left on the Aegis, and not getting another tier 2 could be kind of nice if they wanted to. For now, they just seem comfortable going to that next round of items, BKB, potentially on Matu.
That blink done on Boxy. They're getting into the Aghanim Scepter next for Zai.
I hope so. I hope it goes that over the blink. Blink's obviously really cool, but the eggs.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice LSA connection for Staff, keeping his buddy alive. This is why Nisha invests in this. And with that lack of connection on the kill, Zayat actually spots out these wards that were just placed. So Crystal's going to come on in and take those away. D-ward going on, so all vision gone.
So the main benefit of the Aghanims, at least to me, would be Zai having the Wind Panda all the time, right? Like the Wind Ruling constantly able to go for the Dispel to kill out these summons, because it's always been like a counterpoint that the Brewmaster has, but it's only during the ulti. Whereas now, when you have this Aghanims, you can actually do it constantly.
Walks up the hill. Aegis about to expire. This fight could get a little bit dicey here if they're not careful. Silence out, in trouble, he's gone. Meanwhile, Boxy jumps in, Matumba Man right on top now. Crystallis, who gets force-sapped off of the cliff. In that separation, LSA spots the ward. They need to take that down, so no more vision. But the stun, the control, it's on to both of them. Nicky gets the BKB off. Matumba Man turns. No infest to get him out, but they find Nisha. Couple more hits. They bring him low, but can they bring him down? No! Nisha, he survives. Insania gone. Secret strike back in the biggest way.
Liquid just going a little bit too far there. The dreams start to a fight as they take down Zai right away. No chance bringing out the ultimate. Despite getting down the Wraith Pack, it didn't reduce enough of that damage. He still falls, and when he doesn't snap buyback, because there's no Aegis, right? Like there's no big prize to claim here, so they know he doesn't want to buy back into this fight. Even though he could get back there relatively quickly, Liquid keep going. They feel like they have some ability to still take this fight after this death. They were wrong. They don't end up getting like the next big grab. Perfect force stabs, great positioning. Crystallis to the high ground, back down again. Matu's raised up. He's running around. He can't find anybody.
All of those utility spells caught in.
Oh yeah, what's up? What he says.
Zai wasn't able to make it happen, but still looking solid in this one for Team Secret. After that huge win, you can see now 16-14 on a knife's edge. We talked about how close this game could be, and things start to get a little bit wild when it's an elimination match this close to the Aegis. So AC next on the docket. Zayat was still alive when he was like doing the call-out gestures.
It's been his thing so far this tournament. He's the only one I've seen popping up out of his chair. I love to see it.
You know, I think that it's a testament to sort of this guy and sort of his background in Dota. He spent so long just hanging out in obscurity and a lot of Eastern European tier 2
techies
teams.
player Zayat?
Right.
Like, you mean the Treant Protector player Zayat? The one-trick pony guy?
And then suddenly, as we saw in that content piece, he gets the call up. and he is absolutely taken over. And the last bit, Walrus Punch, Matumba Man gonna get stunned in the duration of the rage. The roll, the chase, Puppey gone. Meanwhile, Chrysalis on the low ground, but Zayas there again with the stun onto everybody. It's only to disengage though. They gotta run. Secret trying to get out of there. The BKB, he can't do anything to that one. Chase down, look for more. Rezo in trouble to lift up.
They gotta let him go.
They're gonna go for more and more and more. Liquid trying to chase, Rezo gone. And on the back lines, they take down Chrysalis to boot. Liquid and Secret, the push and pull. A tug of war.
Radiant's top tower is under
Looking at my heartstrings a little bit here.
Everything just from the beginning of these fights, and part of that coming down to the fact that we don't have those BKBs on the side of Secret, right? So it either starts well or it goes really poorly.
They chase for more as they're going up to the high ground there. Nisha trying to stop this push. Tornado, anything he can use. 20 seconds until the rest of his team is back up. That second Roche is available though. They could go back and claim that here as a very quick spawn.
Oh, that'll be a big one for them. Respawns are going to be fast though on Secret. We're only 25 minutes in this game. Believe it or not, we're going to double up those bracers, those Wraith packs. Wraith fans rather, but maybe a Wraith pack later. Almost looked like a Walrus kick there with the punch and the force staff combo there. So probably gets double force back up. But that's a lot to commit to try and save your Ench. And though Zay's got a huge play there with the Fisher and the combo stuns, you know, it's Zay, right? The original coming through there with the split. And Chrysalis is just worst case scenario.
I mean, that's the thing, right? With no BKB on this draw, as soon as you find the real one, it turns into this huge problem. You just lift her up, wait till the fight to end.
Yep. I'll tell you, that Philosopher's Stone's been doing a lot of work here for Zayas, though. He's getting close to that Blink Dagger. Almost like a second life for this Earthshaker when it comes to like having relevancy in this game. Right now, he's just sit in the back line, find just a Fisher, combo stun, see if he can set up for his Drow and his Invoker in that sense. But you get that Blink Dagger, you spot that right moment, maybe you can win the whole fight yourself.
And the thing that's interesting about this too is the distribution of farm. You take a look at these net worths. It's Alina and Lifestealer that are way up at the top right now. A pretty big gap, and then you got the 3 cores from Secret, but it's Puppey that's making up the difference. This Enchantress needs to have some more impact here in this game. Has already got a force staff. I'm not sure what you buy.
No nature's attendance, he's just stats. I got the damage, all right? There's no heals happening here. Not today.
Hey, Illusion spots out a lot of Liquid. The jump! They got vision and then have to run away immediately. Boxy is already gone. Nikkei finds another. Rezo dead. Chrysalis, the one left behind. Nisha also trying to escape. They decide to turn their sights onto Puppey. Get the D-wards here and control this area as opposed to chasing.
Radiant's current.
That was insane. They're just blinking and infesting. They know they just need the vision for this fight to try and give Zay that grab, right? He just needs that one toss-up. Again, there's no secondary play here. There's no BKB for that Drow Ranger, but now they're going to go for the wraparound play here from the side.
Will they be able to take this fight? Puppey wants to run in. Chrysalis is there too. Roche down about a third HP.
There, Zayas.
They're still sticking around. Zayas blinks. He gets the stun, but the interrupt. Where's the follow-up damage? It's not there.
Chrysalis, though,
Boxy, he kept him out of that fight that entire time, trying to clean up and get this Aegis. It's actually the Radiant that get the kill, but Nisha down low. He gets out. Can he escape from this one? Chrysalis hitting in the backside. They take down Matumba Man. Mickey wants to find a kill, but the dodge. Nisha gets away. Are you kidding me? He gets away from them. Aegis still on Mickey, but with no BKB's got to get out. TP's away. What is this game?
It's gonna be a very confusing fight recap here. We got an Aegis alongside Team Liquid. Everyone who's playing their heart out right now. And despite it going their way, I think there was even a snatch, right? They grabbed the kill, I think with the Sunstrike from Nisha, and then he blinked in after.
Almost got it.
Who got the shard?
I'm not sure. Oh, it was the Lifestealer. No, he already, yeah. Regardless, you sort of keep the game in status quo to a certain extent because you lose a lot of Liquid heroes in terms of the net worth, but the big thing is still 4 minutes left of that Aegis on Mickey. He's playing that carry role out of the mid lane.
Most certainly is. Feels very comfortable doing it. Now has 4 minutes of the true comfort of having an Aegis as well. He's actually shadowing Matsu right now. Maybe worried about a possible play coming up from Team Secret.
Oh, and that's an interesting choice for the for the Enchantress, going for the drums and queuing up of all things an AC. You know, if there's one thing,
lofty goals.
There's one thing I learned, it's that Puppey farms.
Never forget Puppey Crystal Maiden heart.
Yeah.
Is under attack.
True enough. Well, The kill score is even. If there was any doubt about these two teams putting on a show for all you people out here in the crowd, let's dispel those myths right now, as there is still some pressure being mounted in Senia with a surprise inspired.
That is not one you suspect, that's for sure.
I mean, they do see that he has almost 3,000 health, so might be able to anticipate that there's a lifestealer inside of him. But the tier 2 tower gets taken.
Yep, that Hawk vision giving them a little bit of a semblance of safety there as they approach the tower. But again, there's still no BKBs here. So, I mean, it's just so unusual compared to how all these Dota games have been going through all of TI, right? We're so used to basically every core having a BKB at this point. And it just feels so strong for Zai if he can get that perfect initiation.
Did Liquid read the movement right? Are they going to be able to anticipate where Secret are going? The blink in Zai, this is his former team. Right. They can't quite catch him.
It's all about that mid wave, right? You know someone has to come and grab this, but no one wants to commit on these mid waves. You want to be really far back. Just sort of give him a little blast, back away.
Yes.
Don't want to get caught in a bad fight.
All right. As, again, those shards actually there for Boxy was what the one he got. But you can see the sort of macro movement that they're making, trying to control these high grounds. Secret that smoke up with 4. They are showing Puppey on the wave. Can they find anybody with this backstab?
And Matsu, he was considering quite a few different items throughout this game, right? Almost went for the BKB on the lifestealer, ended up going for the AC instead. Has to watch out for that silence, though. Or he gets saved by someone.
The Hawk is going out first.
Oh, he just got a Paladin sword, too.
The Golem up front.
Gives it over to Mickey.
They're not quite going to get there. If Zayats finds somebody here, this could be a huge burst of damage, but it does look like Liquid recognizing the danger. Mickey gets caught! BKB, it's not coming out! Mickey is going to drop. That's Aegis. 1 life. Can they do another one? Rezo is there. He has the roar available. Gets interrupted. Gets caught. The Sunstrike out. It's not enough damage quite yet. Mickey 4 staff away. Get out of there. Zayats tries to control afterwards. Can they bring him down in time? Mickey in trouble. Gets infested. The save again. The tornado lift up onto both of them though. Mickey, he's been living through so long, so much, and he's actually going to do it again. Mickey finally gets brought down by Puppey. The alacrity, the damage, but Tumbaman, they want to bring down Crystal. It's a couple more punches, but all these 4 steps, it's the bane of Liquid. They don't have a way to get him out, but Tumbaman to fall. Zai needs to clean up. He's got to get a couple more with Chrysalis. He gets up to the high ground. Insania brought down as well. The little turret that could.
This positioning, all-terrain vehicles on Secret, they're all over the place. Up, down, low ground, a TP out by Rezo at 10% HP, and you said Puppey needed to pop off. Yeah, I think he did.
Oh my god,
that was an insane. He did the most damage in that last fight. All he did was click.
So many rounds of it, and Puppey, he found him again. Puppey does not want to be denied. Chrysalis, a couple more hits. This man, he's a lot of evasion. Does have a blink away from Zai. Needs to hunt, needs to escape, but Zayat, he says no.
Puppey is taking his fate into his own hands here. He's like, I'm breaking this curse. I'm going all the way. And oh yeah, okay.
That is exactly what they needed right there. Suddenly this lead gets bursted open to 7k gold. And you can see all the save Mickey, and it wasn't enough, even through 2 lives.
That was only 2 minutes ago.
Right?
It feels like a lifetime at this point. Obviously, a pivotal turning point for this whole game. Just such a simple thing, too, right? Like catching this Aegis, but it just means that now you're going to get this fight on an even footing for Team Secret, right? Finally finding that moment that they needed. They don't have to play around with this Aegis for the next 4 minutes, chasing them around the map like this. And just so many clutch and tiny moments. And again, it's all about the positioning, right? These 4 staffs, so valuable from Secret. And Rezo at the top of your screen, you can see right now, he actually just barely escaped from Zai being chased down.
Oh my goodness. That was so close.
And then Puppey, like, you know, you heard Tiger talk about during the draft, right? He's just, you know, this Ench really doesn't care about Undying. Because as you can see, he's got a whole posse just following around this entire fight. And they don't really do anything.
That's right. And as you said, he did the most damage in that fight, Puppey, on the Enchantress. Now, looking at the next couple of minutes here for Liquid after losing that Aegis, I mean, there's still 2 minutes till it's capable of respawning. It's not like they're incapable of fighting, but the fights cannot stop or start with Mickey getting caught. A Puppey AC done. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that was a lofty goal, I believe we once said.
Oh my god. He is so far out.
Usually you buy AC on your lifestealer, you don't really expect to be countered by the enemy Ench at 34 minutes with the counter AC, but there you are.
And the DD, he wants to take it. No, there's no way. There's no way. All right, Krutz, settle down.
Yeah, all right, relax. All right.
Must affect the weapon.
All right, so we'll see now. Silver Edge already in hand for the Lina. Also really good vision. Look at that ward there. That one is giving all the info that they need. Matumba Man hit. Can they blow him up? Oh, the reaction gets him out of harm's way just in time. And, well, the roar, the chase needs to get out of there. Save! Boxy, get him out. Can they do it? No! The invest came too late. Mickey can't stop this train either. Disarmed, running away. Nisha there with the ice wall. Tries to shards, but no! Boxy 2 will fall.
He hit him with the ice fire bomb. Get the ancient ice shaman in on this.
My goodness, Secret. They were kicked out of this last time. They were not able to go all the way to the grand finals. They were so close.
He was so close to investing back in the Boxy too. It was just one big crit there from Chrysalis, you know. The item, he gets better rolls than anyone else actually. And he's seen it right there. Unable to get that save.
Liquid have to hold here. And Secret not wanting to give him the time of day. Look at Puppy just punch away. The edge so strong with that Grofo too. Getting buildings. Liquid, they don't have the answers yet. They need the rest of their team to fight this. A watch and wait. Zayas jumps in, the roar, Mickey, they're all in him, the snowball to try and turn and try and get away.
Still got stacks.
Gets a little bit out.
As the Silver Edge for the break.
This tombstone, the zombies slowing him down. Pack 2, a couple more punches, but the control, Zayat, he's onto both of them. Mickey gets the BKB off. Matumba Man wants to chase Chrysalis, BKB runs out.
Zai thinking about still extending this fight.
It's too dangerous. So Liquid are gonna have to lick their wounds. Secret content with taking that lane.
Yeah, Liquid a small Pyrrhic victory there, managing to find themselves one BKB charge, taking off the Drow at the very least. But of course, they're going to be hanging out there looking for that Roche, and with a Beastmaster and an Enchantress on your team, you're definitely going to know when it spawns, especially if you just happen to be standing in there. So, probably going to be in the know, and we got ourselves an Aghanims too here.
Hello!
Hello!
Hello! Hello, Zion! Hello!
I think that was to the entire Dota 2 community, that hello. As he has been making a name for himself here.
Uh-oh.
And with that, the third Aegis, the Aghanim Scepter on Invoker, suddenly they are well in hand. Secret looking so good. Trying to close this out, 21k gold lead. 37 minutes in right now, they just finish a Hex too.
Zayas has so much power right now.
This game is going to be so hard for Liquid to pull back at this point. They've got the raid pack, but they find one. Does have the Andis, needs to pop the ulti if he wants to get out of there. Not too much more trouble. Walrus Punch finds the back line, trying to bring down one. Resolution in some trouble. Hit from downtown. Mickey finds another, but there it is, Science! He stops him again. The buybacks come out immediately. But Tumbo Man, nowhere left to go. He's gone for 70. Secret, they see the grand finals in their sights. They want to claim this here now. Put this game to bed. The snowball is in, has to blink out on Boxy. Is there anything they got in control? Zayat's on top, he's been there time and again. Misses the Sunstrike actually.
Just one blinks though.
But the chase is there and Boxy 2 will fall. None of these heroes up. Secret wanting to close this game out now.
Objective gamers in the top lane, Chrysalis and Puppy. Taking down the buildings, looking towards tier 4s even.
They setting it up. Chrysalis, the alacrity is there. Tier 4 towers starting to drop. Does the dream run end now? Mickey 4 step away, keeping themselves alive.
That's
Secret.
a big jump. They're low on resources on Secret right now.
It's deadly.
Oh, but look at that damage.
This moment when you sense the victory, the Ancients exposed. Do they have enough left in the tank? Liquid, they want to survive, blows up Science, but do they have any more? The Ancient is falling, and with that, Secret are going to eliminate Liquid. They're going to the grand finals.
They came down from that upper bracket for one series, and they're going right back up. They want that grand final chance once more. They want that best of 5. And a team, 2 teams from that last chance qualifier. Truly unbelievable to find them here on the stage, but only one can remain here.
Unbelievable. That's the beauty of competition. There are times where it can be so good and times where the jubilation of that team. Unbelievable performance. Team Secret, they move on.
coming out from both teams. Congratulations to Team Secret here winning and securing their space in the grand finals. Hugs all around for different reasons, of course, because with every victory there has to be a losing team as well. But I know that there's a lot of love on that stage at the moment. I also slightly biased, want to give a shout out to the first ever Dutch Dota 2 player taking a place in the grand finals. Crystalis, of course, first timer here at TI and taking his space next to other two first timers, Skeeter and Nine. So that is some well-deserved praise there. This game was crazy though. It was absolutely mental. I think that fight that we saw in the top lane, Effie, that's the one that's going to be etched in our memories for a long time.
So many fights that were just so good. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Every year, Puppy just goes up one placement in TI. Like, it's some pattern. It's just a truth of Dota. This is a truth of Dota. Every year, he will level up with this team.
The way he won this game on Enchantress, he's like, I'm the carry right now, taking the Grobo from his Drow Ranger. And look at this, man. The
stats over heal. He went stats on Enchantress.
And we see it all the time.
The greatest.
He was feeling himself.
We see it in these game threes. These games where you could get eliminated or you could go forward, the comfort picks come out. But where do they usually come out of, right? They either come out for the carry player or the mid player of a team. But in this game three, in this series that is deciding who goes to the finals, Puppy pulls out his comfort pick, the Enchantress, and he decides to just build carry items and put that game on his shoulders. I mean, it was such a great game.
He dealt more damage than Nisha in that game. That's pretty wild. I mean, they were buffing him up.
I mean, he's like Nisha, Alacrity
on me. On him, sitting next to the Drow Ranger. Some really good stuff from Team Secret. Like, this team had a really good, really bad season. The DPC, they were always in the middle, not being able to show what they can do on land, but overall, they showed finally at Riyadh Masters what they can do with their draft and with their lineup, and showing it here on the main stage.
This fight right here was such a good fight. This was the turning point of the game. It looked like Liquid was running them over. And yeah, we talk about Puppy, we talk about this Enchantress, but we have to talk about Crystalis on this Drow Ranger. He is the player who got that silence off on Brew, and then Nisha targeted all of the spells on that Brewmaster. Because Brew died first, they were able to kite around that fight to get the win. They had their first few 4-stops ready at that point. They were able to push back, and without the Brew that early on, I just don't even know how they created this window for themselves. And then, of course, 5 4-stops come out afterwards. Every single hero on Secret had a
North American team, 5 red 4-staff, Team Secret is
making their way into the
5 red 4-staff, 3 pikes and 2 4-staffs. So much cutting potential against the Lifestealer, against the Shards, choosing where they want to take a fight.
But also, this Drow Ranger, Crystalis, did 40k damage. I mean, his positioning was flawless. He was not getting caught out. I mean, obviously, with the help of the repositioning by the 4-stops, he was able to do so. But in every single clutch fight near a hill, he was making sure that he could dish out as much damage as possible, but also being able to silence the priority targets. And I really have to commend him in this game, because Crystalis had gotten a lot of criticisms throughout the DPC season. Was this a correct choice? Is he too young? Is he too inexperienced? The answer is no. This kid is good. This kid is so good at Dota.
Yeah, he proved everybody wrong in this one. And I think, to me, this victory, it was all of Secret playing amazingly together. Resolution, he's been the rock for this team since we've seen him on this roster. Zayat's in this game.
Yeah.
The individual play coming out from him, predicting where people are going to go, and then being there with the fissure where there are these potential clutch plays from Liquid where they can come back in the game. Zayat's is just no, I know exactly what you're going to do. And then on top of that, hyping his team up as well in the game.
Hello.
That's got value, dude. That's got value. Especially with Puppy with the machete on the other side. You got both sides of the angel and the devil on the shoulder.
Yeah, we heard Zayat say hello to the stadium there in Singapore, and now we're going to hear Resolution with Avo saying hello to us as well in a winner's interview.
No, wait till I have. Yes, we're here with Resolution. I mean, what is game? What is series?
Happening. What is this game? There was turnbacks. We first team wiped them. They team wipe us back again, in 10 seconds. What is happening in these games? Holy my! I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to be part of this game. It's crazy to watch how my teammates are forcing around and kiting the fight, and how my Clement Inch is carrying the game, but some fights it's like, what is happening? I'm like Beastmaster, I'm just there to roar, guy, and provide an aura and watch my teammates thrive. Yeah.
We actually saw you frenzying Puppy halfway through the game. You stopped frenzying the Drow. It was all frenzy for Puppy. What was that team decision like? Like, guys, it's our Inch that's doing the damage. How did you decide that?
No, I don't know. I just felt it in the moment that Clement is doing so much work that I got to empower him. With all I have.
Okay. What's the reset looking like for you now as you get to the grand finals? How do you do that?
I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna meditate for sure. I need to reset completely and go with a fresh mind into the next series. Enjoy some 5-10 minutes our victory, but then just straight up to the next game.
We will be enjoying your victory as well, basking in the glory of that great grand finals. Anything you'd like to say as well to Team Liquid who fought so hard there?
I mean, I love all of these guys. Like, I would have been proud if either of us goes to the final because I love them. They love me as well. Like, it's mutual. And William, I have such respect for this team. Actually, like all the way from the lower bracket they're on onto to be a top 3 in this event. We both came from LCQ as well. Like, I don't know, much love. Team Liquid, the organization, players. Like, you guys are the best. And I'm sorry it happened this way, but we'll hopefully make you proud in the finals.
Thank you so much.
One more thing, this flag, support for my country, please. Everybody who can do something, just please do it. And I'm gonna make my country proud as well with a performance.
Thank you so much for the Rezo. Congratulations, and we'll see you in the grand finals. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Avo and Rezo. Indeed, he has already made his country, his team proud with that performance. We'll see if he can also do that in the grand finals because our grand finalists are set. We only have one more series to go, and then we know who wins the cost. That is insane.
It really is, and just by looking at the scores throughout 2022, Tundra had Secret's number 5 out of 6 times. So that's pretty nuts. But the grand final, Secret does have this momentum. They played 3 games. Historically, teams coming up from the lower bracket, they have this like slight advantage because they're all hyped up. They have just won a great series, not getting eliminated game 3, and the other team does have freshness, but the team coming up from the lower bracket, like they have this mentality that they want to win.
Momentum.
Exactly.
And we talk about that a lot because it actually matters a whole bunch. There is a bit of an hour break, so you do need to mentally reset to go again. I'm glad that Rezo has found his method to do that because he is also no stranger to being in grand finals. Neither is Puppy. The rest has not yet been in a grand finals of TI. What is that pressure like, you think, Effie? How do you reset? Because meditation obviously worked for Rezo, might not work for everyone.
I mean, it's definitely different player to player and team to team, so it's really hard to say what either of these teams are going to be thinking or doing beforehand. But for the most part, if you're coming off of a win like that, you're just feeling confident, and especially you're feeling trusting of your teammates, right? To win in such a way where you're all kiting each other around, helping each other with force stabs, like it's gotta inspire that sense of camaraderie. So I think for both teams, I mean, Tundra don't have to do the reset, but they do have to sit down and think. They just need to kind of separate from what's going on right now and play like they're in their rooms, play like they're at home, and just play their best Dota.
Play their best Dota, indeed. We are going to watch the best Dota in the grand finals, but we also do need to close the book on the team that came 3rd here at this international. It is Team Liquid Jenkins. I know that they have won over the hearts of so many people. It is sad to see them out, but there's definitely a respectable position to end 3rd.
Yeah, definitely. I think probably the reason that they won over so many hearts in this tournament is like, I mean, of course, the players, the personalities,
yeah.
They're amazing. But also the fact that their games have been so tough, and we've watched them, go through the meat grinder and get better. Every single time it felt like they were going to do it, or we saw them do it, and then it felt like in the previous game, oh, this is Liquid in the game 3, this is where they go through the meat grinder and get better. Obviously, at some point, it's likely that that's going to stop when you've already done it 3 or 4 times. Going all the way, winning TI, very difficult thing to do. But, yeah, hats off to them. I cannot believe that somebody can put their brain through so much raw emotion, so many chemicals flowing through there, and then they're still human at the end of the day. Like, imagine how they felt. Like they said, last chance qualifiers, they felt better winning that than winning TI, and then they say it again. They felt better winning a series than winning TI with Tumba, and it's like, how do you do that every series? How do you do it?
I mean, I think it's just the support system, right? You heard that speech from Blitz.
3 coaches,
But you heard him say, no matter what the outcome is, we're going to smile, and I'm proud of all of you. And that really just is a story of Liquid. That's why they've captured so many fans' hearts. That's why they were able to make it this far, just because of how much they trust and respect each other and how they're just able to stabilize their system, their support system in these tough environments.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. And for Matumbaman, this was, of course, the last time that we got to see him on the stage playing his best Dota. He's also the person that Avo is standing by with right now.
Thank you. I'm here with Matumbaman. Matumbaman, before the tournament, you're talking about how it's not the last result that defines you, right? It's the whole career, your whole journey. And I want to know a little bit about that. How is this chapter of your life for you? What has it meant for you to play Dota for this long?
I mean, I always thought when I started my career that I wouldn't be playing for so long. After like third year, I already contemplated about quitting, but I stuck with it. To be honest, I was young and I didn't really have anything else to do with my life, and Dota was something just like brought like pure happiness for myself. It gave me purpose, and it also defined me as a person, like who I am and what do I do. And I mean, it's been a great run, and now it's bittersweet moment that it's over, but I'm happy and I'm sad, and I mean, I'll get to process these feelings later anyway.
I'm sure a lot of people have joined this journey alongside you. Is there anyone, or maybe your friends or your teammates, that you'd like to speak any words to at this moment?
I mean, I've interacted with a lot of people during my career that, I mean, most of them are happy moments. I mean, I cherish my old teammates from old Liquid, winning TI with them, like one of my most memorable moments of my life, and it will stay that way. I think this one will be one of them as well. And there's just a lot of good moments with a lot of people. I mean, I can't really name all of them because, like, there's dozens and dozens and dozens coming up, even the casters and the analysts and everyone, like the different teams that I didn't even play with them. Like these players, I consider them my friends and in some ways a family too. So it's really sad to say goodbye to them, but sometimes you gotta move on in your life and figure out something else.
For this next chapter of your life, is there anything you're looking forward to doing? Anything you're really excited to do now that, except for WoW, I know. Anything you're gonna do in the next coming days?
I mean, this is a hard question always. I feel like I'll just relax and reflect a bit. I felt like I've been in a war on a battlefield of Dota 2, fighting for the Ancient. So I think I just need to relax a little bit. And after that, I'm looking to spend a lot of time on my sailing boat during summer and kind of just get the feeling what do I really want to do with the next chapter of my life.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to all the fans as well that have supported your journey throughout this whole TI, throughout your whole career?
I mean, I felt like no matter what team I was on, I was always almost a fan favorite, and it really warms my heart to have such a support for, I don't know, like why they picked me, that a lot of people just like kind of wanted to root for me. I mean, even here, it's like, I felt like every team that we knocked out was kind of rooting for us, even like we knocked them out. It's like, that's the gist I got, and it was kind of weird for me. At the same time, I felt like I had like, everyone was really cheering for me, like I was the one, you know, like, but it really, like, it's amazing feeling, even though Secret won this series and I exit the stage and people are just cheering Matumbaman, like the whole stadium is going wild. It's like, it's an amazing feeling, good way to go out as well.
Thank you so much for your time, Matumbaman. It's been an absolute pleasure, not just for me, but for anyone who's interacted with you in the scene, and as you said, for the fans. And we all wish you luck, whatever you may do from now on. Back to you, Shiva.
Thank you very much. And indeed, he definitely can look back on his Dota 2 career and smile, because this was a glorious one, Lacoste.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the greatest that ever touched the game. And the way he talked about like Dota, this is what Dota is about, a journey that is going to take you somewhere unexpected, meeting new friends, friendship, love, hanging out together, playing with different people from all around the world, and also like defining you as a person. Dota does become a part of you.
I can't even imagine how he feels right now. There's probably just so many emotions to process from your entire TI journey to this loss, to your retirement. He's feeling so much, but honestly, what an incredible player and person. To be able to witness that kind of introspection and humility is just a really special thing. So, I mean, we honestly wish him all the best in his next chapter.
Yeah.
On his boat.
On his boat.
Exactly.
You know that he's
4
gonna
anchors
enjoy.
plus sea captain when he
yes.
started, and now he's actually going to be a sea captain. What a great way to wrap up his career. But you know, there's always that little bit, that glimmer of hope. That's
I mean, I
he's
think
on that
everybody
boat.
has it.
He's on that boat, and he's like trying to sleep. He's hearing the cha-ching noises, right? He's hearing the hidden creeps. He's hearing the neutral camps slapping, you know, just like we were hearing, you know, the music with the intros is like the Dota sounds. He's hearing that in his sleep.
Well, that is what I think carry players normally think about, you know, the creeps and the getting the gold. You know, that's all very nice. Us support players, we're more like having to process all of our feelings after a game because we have to try to make our carry players happy. And I know that processing feelings, it can take some time. And sometimes you need a little bit of help to process those feelings.
Okay, boys, bring it in. Get a nice rotation to our seats. Plenty of space for everyone. As long as they make it by 52 seconds, right? Okay, before we officially start, we have 2 new faces for once. Newcomers, tell us a little about your journey here, about your breaking point while playing support.
Did you say support? Gary, which link did you click on? Do we get ranked world tokens for this?
No, this group is for real supports.
Yeah, real support.
Moon?
Hi, I'm Moon. I play support.
Hi, Moon.
We see you. Okay. I guess I kind of feel unappreciated lately. Like, I can't do shit without some toxic carry trying to tell me what to do.
Thank you, Moon, for using a feeling word. Unappreciated. Remember, everyone? It's okay to feel as a support, because...
You can't support the carry.
Jack, I know you think you're helping, but let's give the others a chance. They don't all have management experience like you. You can't support the carry if you don't support yourself. There we go. Nice job, everybody.
So like I was in this game yesterday, and my carry, he just plays up at the top. I go to pull.
Dustin, he's doing it again.
Owie, are we forgetting something? When you want to share, you need to wait until
Okay, so I was like playing this game yesterday, and we had the perfect laning phase, like level 6 at 6 minutes. So I was 1x2 in the lane, I harassed them all to like no HP, I had a stack pull, everything was gonna be perfect, we're gonna win this lane so hard. Say, just play careful for 30 seconds while I get the pull off, and then he dies instantly.
Oh, man.
And this guy, he's buying back, he's breaking his items, TPing mid, running it down.
Owie, we're missing something important. How did that make you feel?
Feel? Pretty standard. Maybe like a Monday?
Something to add, Peter? Owie, that's just for you. Well, Peter?
He plays position 4. He gets to build real items with actives. You got 3 kills last game. All I did was get one shot by massive crits.
We don't farm shame here, Peter. This is a fully warded triangle, our safe space. Try your mantra.
KDA does not define me.
That's right. KDA does not define you. So, the topic for this week... As I was saying, today's topic is blocking camps, not emotions. Fear, start with you. Can you share a time you blocked your emotions so you could win a game?
No.
Okay, let's start with someone else.
You know what? You're stacking in the troll spawn skeletons? All the trolls are following me, but these little fucker skeletons never do. It's fucking bullshit, dude.
我明明已经反到他的眼了，可是我每次要排的时候他都过期了，我操
I smoke, and then my carry just auto attacks a creep.
Y medio se mete contra 5 héroes, lo tengo que seguir, me muero yo y encima me flamea.
It's not just one time or sometimes, it's every single time I dig. There is no RNGesus. It's only the kobold. Only him. It's always him.
The kobold isn't real, and it can't hurt you.
Sorry, noob question. When do we learn about the secrets my invite mentioned for driving as supports?
He's here. He's here.
You want to know the real secret to thriving?
You just fucking quit. Now I'm here for the eats.
Only the best for you. And that's one thing we need to remember, gang. We're worth it. Did Ice Frog make this game for cores? Yes, but he also made it for you. The Tome of Knowledge? Oh, yeah. You're allowed to have it. The frog meant for you to have it. Don't let him take it away from you.
Yeah.
Yes! That's right, it Well, I'd say we won that lane, boys. Team, we all know that carries are mindless clicking machines. Mids, tower diving adrenaline junkies. And off lane, well, we'll never understand the kind of freaks that like to play off lane. What we do need to learn, what we work on in here, is that you are the special ones, the supports. You're the ones who see. Without you, the game descends into chaos. The dumbest strat wins. So when you march into your lane, I want you to know, to feel that no matter what the Ragers say, no matter how little gold and XP you earn, no one can ever stop you. We have this space reserved.
Yo, they're here. Didn't I tell you guys to buy some smokes? We need more. Get some dust.
你真的不做点什么吗？
You heard the man.
Give me the tome too. Maybe next time you'll remember to stack my camps. Now! Carries can't do everything. Do you want to get reported or what?
Remember, dream boards next week. And work on those behavior scores.
Yeah, sorry, Dustin. I don't think this group's for me.
Oh, pardon. This is my kind of party. Oh, check it. Miracle's already in the fountain. Hey, dive, Gary. And this time don't feed.
Oh, that was definitely an amazing one. All right, guys, we got to set up something else entirely because Grand Finals is a little ways away, but we do have an all-star match. I want to have some final thoughts, though, on the Grand Finals. Jenkins.
On the Grand Finals after that. On the Grand Finals.
Or
all right, I got it.
On TI.
70% of the time, we don't see a Grand Finals. We don't see a Grand Finals repeat the upper bracket finals.
I mean, it's just been a great TI. I'm so grateful to have watched it. And may the best team win.
Amazing TI. Let's enjoy it together.
Let's enjoy it together right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the All-Star match of TI11? Come on, All-Star! Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Jenkins, you're not the only person who can look beautiful on stage, my friend. So can I. And also, Period is... Jesus. This is much harder. I forget what it's like. Anyway, they only gave us one wig for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. Mr. Flax.
Yes.
Today, we have some of the biggest all-stars to ever grace Dota, and
Yes.
they will be playing a very special game mode. Perhaps you've never heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I try to avoid it as much as possible.
Okay, toxic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you our all-star match this year? It's Ability Draft! That is right!
Oh, no. I don't know anyone that can play that well.
I don't know anyone that plays it at all. So
Oh my
today we'll
God.
find out if these guys have ever played it before. Period Flax.
We'll find out.
Would you like to introduce our first team?
I would love to introduce this first team. This is my team. This is Team Thunder High. This is them.
That's them. I think that's them.
What are we waiting for? Get my team out. Do I say them one by one?
Is that them?
Ice, ice, ice. Oh! Let's go, Thunder High! Team Thunder High.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at these all-stars. Ice and his team.
All-stars.
Holy moly. Thunderhide is looking pretty
You're in big
stacked.
trouble, son.
Absolutely. And may I present their competition, who I have deemed will probably win, which means that they will most likely lose. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Team Dragon!
Boom!
Absolutely, Team Dragon with Yuno, Bafik, Sundarin, Wars, Mr. Choco, and Ice Fraud. No, I'm just kidding. He's not. Bring him out on the stage, ladies and gentlemen.
Team Dragon.
The greatest of all time. Look at the energy. Absolutely. Woo! I'm feeling it. Holy moly. Oh, come on, period. You saw the energy. Your boys waddled into that stage like they were a real pro player.
No,
awful.
My guys are the real deal. I don't know why they've got this slot up to face them. Team Thunder High, easy peasy, easy GG.
They're so washed up. You got so many washed. You got SVG on your team, the most washed player in human history.
How dare you?
SVG's more washed than a washing machine.
We've got Ice Ice Ice. We got SVG. Yeah, baby.
I'm not gonna interview you. Stay away from me.
We got Giuseppe. We got Imperius. We got Be True. We can't lose.
All right, hold on. All right. Mr. Choco. Mr. Choco, are you feeling good? Are you gonna take this?
Yes, we're gonna win this, man.
How much?
So easy. This is for South America.
All right, we're doing this one for SA. I'm feeling it. Anybody over there?
Oh, I've got some players over here, buddy. You
All right,
better
go
believe
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
We got Ice Ice Ice. Ice, how you doing, bud?
Hi.
Hi. Are you excited about this game? Do you play much ability draft?
No.
Okay. Okay. I still believe. Who
All
else
right,
have
come
you got
back.
over there? We're going over here?
Come
All
back
right.
to me. Let's talk a little bit about ability draft. Y'all, if you never played ability draft, let's walk you through this fantastic game mode. This is a thinking man's Dota.
Well, I'm in big trouble. But yeah.
If you get bored of Dota, if you're such a master that you need to just goof it up even more, you can play as Ice Frog, all right? You go into the game, you get a hero, which is, I believe, called a body in the ability draft community.
Is that what they call it?
They call it the body, and then you get some random abilities that you have to draft, like the drafting phase,
Okay.
and make broken combinations out of hero spells.
Okay.
That's how it works. Now there's some
a fabulous little flourish you did
Thank
there.
you. Now there's some truly broken combo. Get this shit off me. There's some truly broken combos in ability draft.
Okay. What like?
Okay, for example, if you get Bat Rider's Sticky Napalm and Shadow Shaman Shackle, it does like a half a second tick, you can just insta-kill somebody.
Okay, all right, cool, yeah, I get
That's
that.
the only one I remember.
I'm sure SVG plays a lot of ability draft.
He's one of those smart dudes who plays
He's shaking
everything.
his head, he doesn't, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
He does. Don't worry about it. So it should be a very broken game mode where one team will clearly have a good idea of some combos, and then they'll be able to, steamroll the other ones.
Okay, well, my money's on Team Thunder High.
Duh. you idiot. You already said that several times.
I just want to reiterate my stance that my team will win. That's all. I just want to, put that out there.
All right, well, whatever. Team Dragon has some true pros. I have Cinderin on my team.
Oh, please.
Cinderin, in case you forgot, used to go to TIs and
also... He attended. We'll put it that way.
Sometimes. And we also have, Yuno. Yuno from the voice line, clearly. We all love Yuno in the arena.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yuno fans out there. And we all know that Ice takes nothing seriously, so he will be absolutely dunking this tournament for you.
That's true. He might throw. Yeah, he might throw quite hard.
Not true.
He smiled when I said that. He intends to throw. Daryl, do not throw, please. I beg you.
No throwing.
Okay.
All right. Now, I know the ability draft community. They're a bunch of real sickos.
They're very sweaty.
They are very sweaty. Now, I like to say it's a metaphor for high school. Okay. Imagine that all the bullies in your high school, there was no one left but bullied.
Right.
That's all that's left from the ability draft arena. They all know everything about ability draft, and they're just begging people to come in and get abused. And that's what we're going to see here today. It should be fantastic. I'm not saying ability draft is not a fantastic game mode. Get in there and get... If you like being abused, you wouldn't be a donut player, all right? Go play some other loser game. We're in here for the,
We like the pain.
We like the pain, all right? And ability draft is the most pained you could ever be.
It is. I avoid it like the plague. I'm terrible.
Don't say that.
I'm so bad. I can't draft. I mean, I'm not going to be able to help them at all. If they need any help, they better lean on very hard on any of these guys that actually play ability draft. I'm terrible.
All right, take it easy. Now, what we can tell you about, once again, is what they're playing for. So many players around the world have fought in all-star matches for the honor, the dignity, the responsibility
of
eating the cheese! Ladies and gentlemen, Roshan's cheese, watch your head.
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness gracious.
This is interesting.
We cut it up.
This year has been turned into loads and loads of tiny, tiny bits of cheese.
That's right. It's COVID safety. So we can just pick that up. We have not earned this.
You don't eat the...
Put that one right back in there. Good luck. Oh, you don't get to eat it? You didn't win ability draft, young man.
Well, yeah.
Aren't you supposed to take the wax off these?
Yeah. No, I didn't eat the wax. He's eating the wax.
Hell yeah.
I can't peel this. I'll just suck the cheese out.
Cover.
Don't eat the wax.
Holy God, that tasted awful.
I'll put that in my pocket.
Don't leave that right there.
Okay, I'll put it there. That's a good idea.
That's fantastic. At any rate, let's talk about some of the best heroes in ability draft. Now, the drafting portion is random, my friends, so we don't know what heroes will be coming in as the quote-unquote bodies.
The bodies.
The bodies. But we do know that some are better than not. Nature's Prophet, one of the best ones.
Very good,
great,
okay.
Right click, great everything else. There's some real terrible ones.
What are the worst?
Most carries, Slark.
Slark's no good,
Imagine Slark without any of his abilities. Garbo team.
Right, yep.
Absolutely garbage.
Noted. I hope my team is paying attention. Not that they can do anything about it if they get unlucky.
Yes, no, they will get dumpstered. There's nothing that they can do. But yes, it should be quite interesting to see the biggest broken combinations on the stage. What do you think would be the best hero in ability draft? I'll let you guess here. One of the strongest of all time.
One of the strongest abilities of all time.
One of the single best #1 picked abilities out of all of ability draft. And it is not the abandon button.
I have no idea.
It is Sakuchi. All right, Sakuchi. Mr. Weaver, Sakuchi. Movement speed, damage, invisibility, invincibility.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Take note, team. Sakuchi, very good.
Thank you. But yes, it should be exceedingly... Oh my God, one guy's very excited about Sakuchi.
Yeah,
Sakuchi! Fantastic. Anyway, as the teams gather in, what was your last ability draft experience like, Pyrian?
I mean, I've been playing Ability Arena, which is kind of similar, I guess.
That's a sellout.
Shout out to Suns fan. Ability Arena, very cool. I don't play Ability Draft because you have to have a big brain. And I don't have a big brain, Jake. I'm a small-brained individual, so I avoid it.
Ooh, I will say one other thing. Very important here. There is a forbidden art in ability draft.
Forbidden?
And this is called picking a hero and then just picking all of his spells as normal. Now, this is a dirty
What's the name
move.
for that?
Ice Frog's a genius at balancing. You're gonna go ahead and steal Ice Frog's homework and present it as your own. Pretty messed up, period.
But what are they? What is that called? If the default hero is called a body.
The body.
What do they call just building default heroes? You say it's cheating, but it should be worse.
He's an asshole, is what
He's
he
an
does. That's what we
asshole.
call him. All right, you don't build Phantom Lancer on Phantom Lancer. That's
Okay.
messed up. But there is a benefit. The talents still work. So on some heroes, it's a necessity. Zeus, you've got to get the lightning.
You've got to get the lightning.
Oh, yeah, so many talents.
That makes sense. Actually, I remember that.
That's
I
right.
do remember that from ability drop.
Ags,
Yeah.
I don't remember what that does. I think it works.
What?
Ag. Oh yeah, Ags works on all the Ags. So if you have any ability that gets an Ags buff and you buy Ags, you get that.
All of them.
All of them. Naganet. God forbid someone buys Ags on that again. Now, I think that was the shard, the real in. Don't buy the shard, but if you get it, if you get the net, I believe you get the real in.
You get the real in. Do you get all of the abilities?
On the shards and on the ultimate, if you choose the right spell.
Oh my God, there's some shouting.
Oh, they're talking.
Your team is yelling at my
They're
guys.
talking
What's
it.
going on here?
Go ahead, put it on the camera. Let's all talk it.
Sorry, I don't speak English very well, but I kill everybody.
He's gonna kill everybody! Run for your lives! All right, fantastic.
Well, that's unpleasant. Let's keep it civil. I'm with Be True. You're one of my players. How's it going?
Well, the feeling is playing on stage is incredible. It's been my dream to play on TI stage, even though it's ability draft mode and I will be playing it for the first time, like, whatever. And also, can I take this one? I wanted to say something to my family, to my parents. It's been a difficult year for them. Yeah, because like we are Ukrainians and we were forced to leave our hometown. Yeah. Yeah, because our home city is under attack as the rest of Ukraine. So I just want to say my family, мама, папа, бабушка, я вас люблю. Все будет хорошо. Yeah. And I want to thank to everyone who supports Ukraine. It really means a lot to us. And yes, stand for Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you, Be True.
Thank you.
Good luck in the game.
Anything to say over here? Last one, I believe.
Are just about ready to start the draft, I believe, Jake. Unless you have one other thing from your team over there.
One final thing?
What final thing?
We have Yuno over there. She brought her own devices. It's all pink. It's free win.
Okay. Yeah, your own devices have been used. Does this mean free win?
What?
Fantastic! All right, we're ready to go here. I think everybody's pass just about loaded into the lobby. Ladies and gentlemen, ability draft, the all-star match of TI11.
Oh, I can't wait. Can anyone root against Team Thunderhide now? I don't think they can. They're clearly the best team that are clearly going to win. Clearly.
Well, no. That's all I've got.
Okay.
No.
No.
But the game will be commencing very soon. Now, the drafting portion of this game mode,
Yes.
it's quite intensive.
Okay.
It's quite long. So perhaps we should go over to a different area so that we can observe it and help you guys walk this through.
Okay.
We will have the comms coming in from the teams for the entirety, but me and you, Pyrian Flax, we will be bumping in here and there.
Are we going to cast the game?
I don't know. No
Oh,
one instructed
baby.
us of what to do before we got on the stage.
I've
But
waited years for this opportunity.
we could just do it and see if they'll fire
Let's
us.
do it. What are they going to do? Come in and stop us? Try it.
Fantastic. The game should be starting soon. We're up to the draft.
Let's go, baby!
Let's take a look at some of these bodies and hear these comms.
Isn't there usually bans? Yeah, they're usually bans.
Oh, do we cast off one monitor? Okay, let's go. Here we go. What do we got? Your team's got... Oh no, I've got Drow, Lifestealer, Wyvern, Marcy, and Earthshaker. That's pretty good.
I mean, yeah, they got Marcy's an ability. Yo, Primal Beast is an ability draft? I didn't even know this. Apparently. Let's listen to their team comms. It's very important.
You have to pick first pick Aftershock or we don't.
Yeah.
Who picks first?
They have ice.
I have no clue. No, we have
the draft like talk.
Oh, it's draw.
Yeah, they're talking a lot. I don't know what they're doing. Nothing seems to be important coming in there. Alright, this is a broken ability here. That is Earthshaker's stunny thing.
Fisher?
No, the other one, the passive. You know what it's called.
Aftershock?
Aftershock, that's right. Now, Aftershock is one of those broken abilities. If you get that sucker, you can have something that casts a lot, like Shaman Shackles, right?
Okay, yeah.
Aftershock Shackles.
Oh.
That's broken.
Lifestealer with the multi-shot. You've got Shakuchi. You've got your Shakuchi.
I told you, bro. These guys do not play ability draft. Sakuchi is #1.
That is Decay. Picks up on Wyvern.
Okay, broken.
Cinderon's gonna go hook Io. Tombstone Marthy.
That sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Io hooks someone into him and then what?
Oh, there's Rage as well. Rage rearm, let's go. Yeah, Rage rearm. Yeah, I'm gonna try Rod, maybe it works. Yeah, it's also very good. Should go for
Take you bug, bro.
rearm
Rearm
is bait, dude. Yeah.
Also
What should I take?
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'm
Sidekick.
I'm taking bug first, I think. Actually,
I could get hook into.
I like it. Wait, I have 6 seconds.
I have no idea what to choose.
I picked a Rage.
No idea.
Yeah, me neither. It's...
Okay. Okay.
We can pretend this is the Sunspan mode and just...
I can go.
I mean, I'm straight. Oh, they got Rage. We lost.
I don't know if Rage is that good.
I think
Should I pick
Golem is better. Probably. Rearm is good.
Or just go pulverize. Like I come from the invis and pulverize them.
Okay,
Who fucking knows, guys? Feel your heart.
No idea.
I'm healing everyone.
Tether Soul Rip, alright? He's playing healer Wyvern.
I
think I'm going Dismember, right?
Race? Race? Oh, yeah, Race. Yeah,
which skill I
can always go rearm.
Oh, I don't know. You know. You're carry.
This one?
You go
man
full carry. You go full carry.
Oh.
Alright, is it Purius? Maybe. I don't know.
I have no idea how.
Oh, we lost. Is there anything? Oh shit, it went random. Oh my.
Oh boy.
Who's going
It's a fucking disaster.
Oh no, I'm useless. I'm gonna take Yoshi.
I think I take Pulverize.
Oh my
I take Pulverize.
God.
I can hook Pulverize, okay?
Okay. I'll get Flesh Keep then. I'll get Flesh Keep. I'm gonna be just like.
We should get ultimates, I think.
Okay.
I think cancel one.
Okay, I'm gonna perma heal with.
Trample Shukuchi. Who I choose now?
Oh, that would be good.
That sounds amazing. That's really good. Presence of the Dark Guard, okay? I think I'm taking. I want Rebound Flesh Goal. If I get it. I'm just gonna ultimates, right? We have team fight. Yuno will carry us, and we just team fight.
Go, Yuno, carry us.
See what happens.
You can do it. I need to go first for the flash goal.
This is correct. Nice, that's perfect. Rage.
Just not. Oh, sweet.
Oh, nice.
We give Trample to Undying.
Yeah, I'm going.
We should get Trample on Undying. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'll
get Trample. Don't take them.
I can go Code Embrace, Side Kick, or Defense Matrix, whatever. I have rearm. Magic Cut.
Oh, I'm picking like.
Can I get like 2 outs? No, right. I don't think you can.
Well, they say we're not tryharding, right? But it feels like we are already tryharding. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
You guys are tryharding.
I don't know. Yeah, I think time lapse. Time lapse is pretty good. Yeah.
Actually, don't take Requiem. It doesn't work without souls, I think.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Dude, Yuno was just playing Shadow Fiend or what?
Yeah,
just actually Shadow
Laser or Dispose.
With Drower. Laser or Dispose.
Laser.
Okay, Laser.
I have some good bursts. I have 2 pure spells.
Did you play the Ability Arena? Wait, who's going top with me? Yeah.
Oh, nice. You get Trample Shikuchi.
You're going top with me. You want me to farm or you want to
baby.
I don't want to farm.
so good. I'll try and farm.
So good.
This is so broken.
I'll take Decay them, and I'll CS. Sounds like a plan. I'm very confident, boys. This looks like
This one.
Yes,
Yeah,
we will
yeah, I
attack.
think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can attack twice.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick this.
What the hell, man? What is your build?
Oh, you're so ugly, guys.
That looks like it looks terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. Okay, let's go, boys. We'll be fine, guys.
I need to go bot, correct? You go with me, bot.
I help you. Hello?
You are position
Yo.
3.
So I'm top. I'm top with you.
Yes.
You have with disabilities?
Dick sounds.
Yes. Okay, come
Yeah.
on.
Never
Then
bad.
we're top.
right?
Come on.
Drink from we are top. We win this, eh?
Yes,
We're top lane.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's farming? You farm. You farm.
I farm.
You farm.
Okay,
Yeah.
curious.
I'm
We
supporting.
kill them. We farm them by
I
killing
don't have a
them.
problem.
Go for it.
We have
Guys, we
SVG
didn't do
and
our round
Beetroot.
stuff, like team talk, team
Don't
speak.
stop that.
Let's go.
You have a three, boy.
Go, go, Tommy. We gotta go.
Smoke and go. Smoke and go.
Oh,
I will rebound, jump, decay all of them.
Let's go.
Dream.
Oh, I forget my items. Soon, I'm getting more.
Go, Ice. Go, Ice. Grab.
Man,
Go.
do you see my mouse?
battle.
No?
It's so small.
Go ahead, buy. What should I even buy?
I think this.
Stick. Stick is good.
Yeah. I'm going one, then I'm gonna use the courier and bring tangos.
That's you.
Places a ellos. Vamos a usar la smoke.
Yeah,
Para
my
first blood.
Get it,
I will get it.
I mean, this is the chat.
Vamos al
This
first
is
blood.
the chat.
Yeah.
Go to the first blood.
First blood? Okay.
Yeah.
I have. We going, guys.
We go in. We go in.
Yeah.
Maybe here.
Divide.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. I have to like. Wait, do we get?
Vamos lá, galera. Vou falar em português, vocês me entendem. Vamos pra cima.
Right, this is
Yes,
the
sir.
ultra chat
Yes,
move.
yes,
Ultra chat move.
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
I saw a wave. I see a shadow
wait.
wave.
They didn't
Oh,
see
wait.
it.
You know.
I got
So it begins.
And we get both.
This one.
Fatma, sabi ko na
I
niya.
have sentry on me.
Qué rico.
The battle begins.
Nice! It's the best voice line I've heard. Voice line I've heard. Killed yeah.
Vamos bajo, manito.
Traffic, we're top, right? We're top.
I need to go bot.
Yeah. Come, bot.
I don't know why.
There.
Life is still
Oh,
here.
he's low.
Another.
Oh, they have DK.
Oh no, it's a choco. No, it's a choco.
Ya no estoy farmando nada, manito.
Baby.
Perdí una lane entera.
I give you a tank.
No.
Cinder's up here.
That's that spell.
Double strength lane for decay. Sounds pretty good.
Go.
Decay.
Farma.
Hey, he has no mana on Shaker now. Everybody level
Let's go.
Might have to mango beat me.
I mean, ward.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm gonna push
Okay, I
the
go
lane.
full.
Oh, out.
I
Farma,
pull.
manito, farma.
Oh,
Go.
Last hit the range.
Go, manito.
Easy.
Farma.
I think he went.
Where's Cinder go?
Debe cargar a you, Pepe.
Take it.
Uh-oh.
Oye, Pepe, mano. Oye, Pepe.
Yep.
Oh, they have
After this.
Eu vou morir, Choco.
Bye.
Eating grips is hard.
And if I kill Cinder, I'm gonna
Go,
trap off the
nice.
shit out of him.
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on, we can kill.
I am ready.
Going Marcy?
Okay, I got.
Sure.
Sorry.
You just go whatever you want. Oh,
Rest
you
it
need
off.
to trample first. Maybe, but
Yeah, it's not.
Go.
It's not hotkey.
Let's like this.
I'm fine.
Oh, I have no verify. You have those skills. Oh, please. Nice. Denial the raid.
game before or what?
Hello.
You know, Cinder, I'm giving you mercy. And I'm giving you a chance this game.
That's why.
Yeah.
Do not make me angry.
Mano, de nuevo, carga. Yo tengo esto.
It's not working.
All you said is you only have shitty now. You can't do anything.
God gamer alert! God gamer detected!
Do you know how to...
Your skills are so bad.
Wait, you don't have a Husky on the spell at all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Next stone?
Lleva.
So much gold, what am I gonna buy? I'll buy Dagon, I guess. I can find. Yeah.
啊，我的剑有问题。
That's alright. Yeah. I need to change the key somehow. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, 5 seconds, I have a tombstone.
I promise.
Okay, after that, I'm gonna use it like old school Sin, right? We just use buttons.
¿Qué hizo? ¿Eh? ¿Quiere decir para cima? Sí, you Pepe, atende.
Alright, we just chill here.
Pega, Pepe.
Okay, we can trade it. Even with side 2.
Nice. It's actually disaster, boys. I'm not gonna lie.
Pega, mano, pega.
Carol, you're gonna have to carry us.
I'll go full, okay?
Nice.
God gamer alert! God gamer detected!
Choco es muy malo, he said. Oh, I have to buy items, right?
Are you ready again?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, you did. Oh, you went 2 and Shikuchi.
I mean, I have...
Get level 4.
I guess the
Pepe, mano, carga todo.
Será, muy
I'm annoying.
Muchos clippers. Dale, mano, carga.
Shikuchi, man. Go away.
God gamer alert! God gamer detected!
And how many chances are you gonna give? We only need one. I'm setting you up for the ultimate ball, my friend. And when you fall, it will be glorious. Wyvern TP top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Vámonos.
Vámonos.
Okay.
I'm coming. Fight now. Fight that again.
Okay, go back.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Guess what you is wrong.
Vamos, mátale.
Goddamn trample. Put this ability in the game.
Oh, triple Shikuchi. Oh, okay, I see why you guys are dying.
It's stupid. I think we mismeant. We need a rupture or something. It was rupture.
Okay, mano, carga y se muere.
I have a tombstone.
I have
Skill trample level 2 and level 5.
That's just a simple spell.
Boundless life is all a gift.
Get right out.
No way!
Manito, boceta solo.
Sí. Y uno solo, that's what I do.
Pero eso ya fue mear.
Nice.
They warn somebody. Dangerous.
damage. Nice. I'm running. I'm running. Roper alive.
Go, Manito, go, go.
I mean,
Go. He's dead.
Okay, let's farm.
Okay, I go bottom. Do we have anyone plus one? I can hook ulti. Here. Need plus one bots. Anyone TP bottom?
I'm going back bottom.
I'm just going back top, dude.
Someone's farming in this game.
Yeah, I'm ready to go on him. We can kill.
Barry's scaring us.
We're the Gucci. I just make space. Start.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm ready, Buffy. They call me.
Pero no tengo mana, no tengo mana, está llegando.
Chase. Do you have anything?
Oh, he ran.
No problem. We go.
They're
ganking me.
I wanna do a dip war.
You know, you're coming. Be careful, you know, they all together. We can still. I think they have vision. They have vision.
Can we fight?
Oh, there?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm coming. Wanna fight?
What do you have? You sword?
Yeah. That's it. I can make it so rip.
You want to kill you or what?
Wars? Yeah, let's go. I mean,
use charge him, okay? Charge.
I'm so bad now.
Manito,
I'm so bad.
Are we gonna fight?
We can't. I don't know how, but yeah, let's go. Oh, how do we engage?
I engage.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. Nice. They're going to lose. Kill them.
I'm dead.
For me.
Oh no.
Okay, I go back top.
Our engage is so bad.
Our engage terrible. I go
I
bottom.
don't understand where they have.
Yeah, first.
I think they
I
have.
hear you. I hear you guys. That's it.
I'm almost seeing
Want to play with curse or what?
Radiant
Oh, you have curse.
curse.
It's the broken guy. The Tremper's curse.
I am. Screw that guy, man. I go bottom.
Yeah, just run for him. He plays it a sentry here.
I'm coming here. He can't find the D word. He can't find it.
They're going top.
Yeah, we can fight.
And he warded.
fight.
Maybe he warded there as well.
You wanna fight all the time? Yeah, we can. I have 20 sticks.
TP is coming.
Let's
You
fight
know?
with the Tom.
They show it off.
Yeah.
Take a defense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push.
Yeah, the problem is the guy who should push you. You just run away.
I go top.
Oh, we should have.
They wanna fight. Go here.
We wanna fight as well.
He's a Gucci.
I don't guys.
Yeah. Oh, they're coming.
Alright, I'm taking the ball, boys. I'm taking the top. I need this.
That's some next level.
Solo level.
I can keep them on, guys.
I can take it back top at 5.
Yeah.
Our mine is good.
Our engage is so bad. It is kind of bad.
Alright, I have flex goal. Let's go.
Yeah, I can go.
I will carry this.
Right. Oh,
just give me space.
Oh, so close.
Give me some space. I have no range, man.
Go, you can do it.
Fight.
I have no range. Okay.
Guys,
Go,
we go
go,
fight.
go,
Okay,
go,
okay.
go,
We go fight.
Go, Manito, go.
Help him.
I got it. Vámonos.
Pretty good bug. I might.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Whoa. One, two,
Yeah, I have nothing.
I am beast, boys. I am beast.
I got one. Okay, I have a guard now. I'm thermal healing everyone.
I'm dying.
Yeah,
To the right. Get to the right. I got him.
Get him.
Dire's bottom tower
I can heal you. I can heal you.
I can maybe do. I can maybe do.
Yeah. Let's go.
Careful.
What?
Get on board.
And they have one unit farming all the time.
Do all line.
Guys.
We have to kill Drow all line. He's spawning with us.
Yeah, now I'm healing everyone. That's it.
If we can catch Drow, it's good.
Okay.
Alright, I go farm.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Let's do this
attack.
like
I think they will TP now. Yeah, they all TP my bot. TP in bot.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't TP anywhere
You know,
now. I
just
have
farm
to
this
rearm.
farm.
We can push the bot lane. We have 2 mid and Primal Beast is bot. They split. Bot just also
Yeah,
bot.
2 heroes bottom. I think we should play top. We should pressure top
Bot
again.
and Primal Beast is bot.
Yeah, just play defensive if there's.
Oh,
top
I
lane.
Radiant's
If you need it,
middle
I can
tower
TP
is
bottom
under
around
attack.
heal you.
Okay, we They can definitely still kill have him. They try to gank.
Yeah. That's true.
So much, go.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, coming as well?
No.
Back. Let's go. Careful.
I can't say. Oh, you're okay.
Nice. I will have another soul rip.
Second ulti on me again.
Yay.
Wow.
Boys.
No, I think the team is a family.
Okay, they farm a lot. That's why they don't fight.
Stunning him. Stunning.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm not going to that fight.
I keep failing. Okay, maybe I live to this, maybe I live to this.
I want to defend top, to be honest.
Back base.
I'm taking top tower, boys.
Yeah, I can defeat top side.
Це база.
Oh, they're
Це
keeping top.
фундамент.
They're bad, they're bad. Okay, I can come top
What
soon.
should I get? I have no clue.
Okay,
Your
okay,
hero
go,
looks
go,
so
go.
weird.
Go, 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 go.
It's down. Oh, I'm coming.
I'm going to stop too.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Q Earth Shaker. Q Earth Shaker.
I'm coming.
Go back.
I'm reacting.
Stop ulting.
Good.
Wait, and stop. You want die. I'm reacting.
Down, down. Okay.
I'm okay, I'm alright.
Oh.
I'm in his over, but I can't.
Wait the beat.
Yep, you're alright.
He's dead.
Hello. Nice. Okay. I tried to pistol up here, I think. Yeah, I tried to pistol.
They got me.
Okay, let's push down.
They already have
everything.
ultimates.
Wait, I'm going base. Be back. 1 second. I'm
Це база. Це фундамент. Це
Getting fight guard.
Do you see this Cinder man?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here now taking a little break from the in-game comms to talk to you a little bit about the action. What do you think about so far about the game period?
The laning stage is over. We're into the most crucial part. The early to mid, mid to early, late, early, mid. Oh! Landed by Cinder. That got him pretty exciting stuff.
He took a little bullet there. He Mr.
did.
President, I like that.
Have you
All right,
tried
let's talk
having
about
more
these
damage to
broken
actually kill
combos
the
that we
creeps
have
like a
seen
Hilti?
so
What the
far.
fuck?
I'm really liking
Have you
this
tried
Undying
being
with
better
the
aiming? You
Shukuchi
should
and
have
the
gone to
Trample.
Arlington
That
and
is
gone better.
legit.
Sakuchi and Trample, pretty broken stuff here, as we see from Bafik. You're Undying, running around. Whoop, the hooks are all over the place.
He was
Synderen.
landing them at the start, and now he's missing them all. It's always the way it goes with these punch pickers.
It's typical. Yeah, lag.
Yeah, right.
Synderen, fishing for heroes like he's fishing for people on his tier 2 teams, just absolutely throwing it in and seeing who he can get.
Brutal.
Incredible stuff here. Double damage coming out for Yuno.
I want to hear a...
No, I don't want to hear that ever again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As we now move in here, Winter Wyvern, look at this combo. Oh, the hook!
Oh, that's a nice mission. Just as we're flaming Cindy lands one.
And the Winter's Curse.
Big charge right through the middle. Curse does catch the dinosaur.
Ooh!
Big slam coming out from the punch. Can Sin get out? There's a dispose. Cinder in trouble. He's down. His tombstone doing work. Look at all those zombies.
That's a lot of zombies.
They got the zombies.
No, that's a lot of zombies. You promised me we wouldn't start doing this twice again, and here we are. Oh, very
big
nice.
charge. War sickle lower gets his ult, but two nicely drops like a stone. And now look, the chase with the Shukuchi is on. Going down on Imperious. Was it a time lapse or a cheeky?
That was a time lapse, Tom.
Time lapse?
That's a cheeky time lapse.
Ice Ice has been doing well. These curses have been pretty blooming good so far.
I got to admit, Ice build looks absolutely like the dumbest build ever, but he is definitely making it work. He does have that aftershock and the Marcy abilities there. Pretty strong
He's
stuff.
building it like normal Drow.
Yes.
But then doesn't have any of the abilities of Drow.
I mean, broken hero, honestly. You can build whatever you want on Drow. You could have the most brain-dead dude playing Drow. He's still probably going to win, as we can attest from the Crusaders in the arena. And here we go. Mr. Choco, I do like that. He is bringing in the flavor, if I may say so myself. Look at this guy. 0 points in overcharge. Why?
I can't explain it.
He can't link.
SVG's in big trouble. There's the dismember coming out from the Shukuchi Trample Undying.
That is very toxic. Yes, that LOA is SVG, in case you're wondering. So do flame him after this game is over. Absolutely phenomenally terrible performance. Please stop with that voice line. Thank you so much. As we continue here with the Life Stealer.
God gamer alert!
Shut up! Yes, we're continuing. And now we will see that bottom tower getting pushed in. Bafik going in. The dismember!
The no animation dismember. You love to see it.
Yes, you love
they got the time lapse on. Here goes the tombstone. Here comes Be True. She's trying to go top of War Sickle. They do. Yuno's tanking a lot of tower hits. What now? What now, sir?
Yuno, run!
Lifestealer's got multi-shot, I think.
Oh, that's a hook, baby!
Synderen, beautiful.
Absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy that we're here to watch Synderen have any sort of relevancy at an international again.
It's like a
historic
page in history. You wouldn't want to miss it.
No, incredible stuff here. Imperious, he's looking hungry. What's that guy got?
I don't know. Let's have a look at the
Let's have a look. He's
multi-shot.
He's got some things.
He's got one of the Primal Beast ones. I don't play that hero. He's got
a lot of mouths.
And he's got time lapse. Get Cinder and kill him, yes.
Hell yeah.
Go back to Denmark.
Oh my god. Sorry to all of our Denmarkians. Let's go ahead and take another listen into the team comms, and we'll be back with more action.
Oh! Big jump in.
You're not dying, my friend.
I never know.
Oh, God.
Bottom tower is under attack.
There.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can I have to roll? I'm going back to get it.
Let's put some aggressive vision.
How about I boots and travel in this game? I'm not gonna lie. Alright, go top.
Okay, I'll put you. I have Arcane and
Radiant's
Soul
top
Ring.
tower is under attack.
I'm to be needed, Paris.
I think they're crumbling. I actually think they're crumbling right now.
Nice.
Hey, what do we do?
Oh,
I think my ulti
that
only
neutral items, right?
smashes them 2 times instead of 3. It's very weird.
Oh, there are neutral items, actually.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, nice, we got
Yeah,
both.
stage something we have some vision, boys.
I think it maybe not.
We will.
Oh, yo, Diddy. I'm gonna heal you.
Defend mid
Good, I'm
tower.
gonna go base it.
Man,
Yeah,
I can get you full life.
I need people.
No,
You really wanna go base?
I go base.
I'm kinda ready to keep bottom.
I have bots, I can keep ult.
Yeah, okay. Så Kuchi då, det kan
With defenses mid.
Yes, defend.
We can get both there. I two people. I'll two people.
try. Yeah. We have review. I got this. Nice left.
This is strong.
Guys,
Look
extra
at-
preposition.
You kinda didn't need me, yeah?
How can we defend against it?
Let's go for a smoke.
Okay. Okay, we have a new captain.
Alright,
Yay!
You lost your job, SVG.
That's okay.
I'm ready.
You lost your job, SVG.
I can keep you.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this, guys.
I come in.
Too slow.
Let's go. There we go. Oh, hopefully, yes. Yeah.
Triangle. Fine, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
We need like this.
Okay, maybe
we are getting
Back to tower.
Oh god.
They don't have.
They don't have Wyvern. They don't have Wyvern. Now they know.
Actually, it is after.
They use dust.
Mid tower,
They have
mid
vision
tower.
over here somewhere.
I backdoor mid tower.
Hopefully not in
We
here.
don't have.
I'll go back to
they are
farm.
doing mid
Dire's
I
middle
smoke us.
tower is under attack.
We have letters. We have letters. I'll try to come from behind.
Dire's structure
Go
is
people, go people.
fortified.
They should be smoking.
We can start. Fisher and hook. Fisher hook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they are avoiding us.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
they don't want to fight us.
Radiant's top
They
tower
have to be
is under
careful.
attack.
I see throw. No Wyvern.
Are you scared?
Here.
There's.
You wouldn't say that to me in real life.
Should push, guy.
Gets the entry there.
Nothing is scary about you, sir.
Fisher hook drown. If we can. Oh no. Okay, I can't reach.
Uh-oh.
Now he's behind.
Radiant's
At the
top
shot,
tower is under
Oh,
attack.
there's one here. Tile.
I have no ult. This fight's on you guys.
Dire's middle tower is under
Gonna
attack.
do a lot of
Dire's
damage.
middle
We
tower
get a roach
has
too.
fallen.
I have bugs.
Yeah.
Cannot fight them like that.
Let's take a road. Let's go. No, big
No.
fight.
No. Let's kill
Can we
someone.
fight
We can
Yeah,
also
yeah.
try smoke.
Okay, let's go.
BKB and then we fight.
Yeah, finish your
Alright, I have
BKB.
bots. I join.
I mean,
So, let me check.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
check
yeah, yeah.
first.
Maybe I can play. I'll go for bot.
Okay, but we are 3 here, guys. Let's go
Tim.
back.
Are we
No, I
fighting?
think we have the high ground.
No.
Are we fighting? Oh, can I finish my blocking bar?
They are here.
Bro, you don't try to go BKB. You just do try hard. We need to punish. We need to punish.
We can TP ball then.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, I can go bottom and kill.
I have bots, yeah.
Radiant's
Go bottom.
top tower
Yeah, give me a second. Okay, I'm going. Let me start.
Stack here, stack here.
Nice one.
Okay.
I'm parking mid.
Oh, bottom.
They do it again on me.
Nice.
Alright, they all there. Keep on me. Que rico. Yeah, we get
They try to fight it.
Nice.
Yeah, they try to.
I told the guy to die.
Dire's
I mean,
top
she can say
tower
die.
is under
I'm
attack.
connected.
Yeah, they're coming.
Get the pressure, guys. Back.
I can give you
This guy is a problem.
Almost on
Someone on shaker. On
Back.
He has no mana.
Dagger. Well,
I think Yuna finishes BKB, it's almost done, and we try to fight them.
Alright, I wanna jump.
What spot do you reckon?
Oh, they're here.
It takes too long.
Nope.
Okay.
I can maybe get it.
Oh, here. Their illusion. It's illusion.
Here is a courier.
Okay. You kill you all just by having engaged.
Gold for free.
Maybe get him. Oh, I get him.
Nice.
Oh my god. LB boy saw me.
Are we doing this?
Yeah,
Nice damage.
Kill Tombstone.
I got some shaker.
How many ults for me?
We're not dying. Oh, you are.
Go.
I am dying.
Nice.
Their damage is just too high.
He got a lucky hook. Lucky hook.
Yeah.
Can we go Rosh?
Oh, I got it.
Oh, no.
Rush. Ja, jeg er dagger now.
I should have seen this.
Can we do this? I tank.
Get this. Oh, I can stop in middle.
I mean, I'm up. I got a Dinkus Met.
Anyone?
Yeah, I'm going.
I get bots in. Stun it. Oh, look at this stun.
Let that fight.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, go back.
Yeah. Go back.
Okay. I go to B, but I don't think we can fight.
No,
Nice. Hit it.
Oi,
Wait, nice. The ping. What a bucket.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I TP bots.
Visibility.
Maybe I can turn, yeah. BKB is
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. I'm rearming.
Right to survive.
Wait. Oh,
I need rebound target. Target. Consider it.
Rebound target.
There it is.
Please keep that.
I must have BKB.
I have rebounded. Okay. She has no BKB.
We can go.
They are here.
I go. I need rebound target.
Yeah.
Don't fight
coming for you.
Wait for me. Go back.
That's good.
Alright, we chill.
Yeah, we can.
I'm gonna take the tower anyways. They cannot defend it. You know, Shaker is going this way. This way to me.
The dream.
I can't.
Okay,
I'm gonna
God.
buy time.
I have to. You don't have ball?
No, go back. They all take it.
I think
Or maybe like some of them. Oh, we can go again and continue.
Fight mid. No shit.
Fight me.
Okay, let's do this.
Go.
They have one hero bottom.
Be right back.
Yuna is tipping. You can initiate.
Oh, they're coming.
Uh-oh.
I'm keeping it.
Oh my god. Stop.
Coming to draw.
Oh yeah.
No. It's alright.
Go on drop. I stop for him.
Nice. No. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh yeah.
Nice job.
Great job.
I can maybe hook here. Maybe here. Anybody tip Synderen? Mass tip Synderen?
Oh, mine.
I'm out of tip. Oh, what is this guy doing? I have ult. Can you show me this? I can maybe hook. I can
Nice. Oh, what the hell?
Nice. 5 seconds.
It was a worthy trade.
We might continue.
Dire's top tower
You know
is under
demoralizing.
attack.
Yeah.
We get hooked here.
Guys, I'm out.
Sorry.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Karen, grab my back.
defend that.
We need to wait until the ulti disappears.
Kind of
Like,
like I think we chill, I think we
Shockwave ice.
Oh,
Shadow finish on this
Oh,
side.
ice bot though, ice bot.
let's go.
They have
Oh, look
vision
at it.
here.
Yeah.
We have,
I don't
we have
know.
two?
Might.
Oh.
Nice.
Hope they'll stun.
Okay, guys, that's so fast.
Bueno!
Okay, thanks guys.
Did you try?
Yes, I know.
Good work, guys! We are doing this! Can we get any cover for
peoples!
Nice.
Can we get any cover for that?
I'm gonna buy a Bloodsphere. I guess
Top
it's
maybe?
nice.
Oh, I can get eggs if enchanted. Do I have eggs? Dude, yeah, I can get eggs.
Synderen. Mercy. Mercy, please.
Shockwave's milk.
Why are you so mean?
Sorry.
Qué rico.
Next hook is yours. The next one? I don't know. Your hook rate's not been so good this game. Your KDA isn't looking as hot either.
What is this?
Things seem to be crumbling. I wish you luck, my friend.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, damn.
Radiant's structures are fortified.
Alright, boys. I have Ags and K. Let's go fight.
Okay, yeah, we saw.
Let's go fight. Something's gonna happen. I don't know if it's good, but something.
Okay, I'm 100 from X.
Yeah.
100 from X. Cut them.
Kill him here. Kill him here.
Are scanning.
There may be coming many here. Careful.
Radiant
Oh, here
are
goes.
scanning.
Oh, I'm dying.
Yeah, they're all here. Get out. Go back.
Radiant's
I can go back.
Go back.
Oh,
Don't fight.
Nice one. Oh, that's
Oh, yeah. It's alright.
Radiant's top tower.
Wow! There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the boys, we are back. We're going to take a break from the in-game. Hello there, crowd. Good to see you guys yet again. Shut the hell up! Stop! Please. No one is enjoying that anymore. The stadium is doing it, and we do not like that. So, anyway, here
I
we
want
go.
the whole crowd doing
Shut
it.
up as we continue this fantastic game, the very
It's
memorable
been
game.
riveting. I've been glued to the monitor at all times.
Truly a game that will go down in Dota 2 history as Yuno with a beautiful BKB force tap. Wow, Yuno is killing this game right now.
Yes, well done, Yuno.
As
Perhaps
they're-
you could go mid and end the game.
No, it's all good. As now, we will continue here. A lot of good warding if you can look at that mini-map there.
Oh, yeah.
The double obs wards, very
We call
strong.
that a sausage.
A sausage?
A sausage. Two obs wards that are close together forms a sausage.
Wow.
And
That-
if they're really close, it's called a chipolata.
I don't know what half the words you're saying right now, but I am into it. You talk about that sausage, and I am there, my friend.
Oh,
As
yeah.
now, we see Synderen going into a very sneaky position here, looking potentially to do something as the push is coming. SVG on the high ground. War Sickle, the pudge that has no hook.
Looking potentially to do something.
Yes.
All right, calm down.
Well, you know, we'll see what
It's a
happens.
little
There's
too
no
high.
hook.
There's a hook from Synderen, but Ice gets the disposal.
Oh,
The Winter's
wow.
Curse, is that going to interrupt? You better believe it. What have they got next?
Oh, there
there
we
goes
go.
SVG. That's a death. Io disappearing up to space. On top of Mr. Choco, what can he do? Nothing. Imperius eats him for breakfast. Bafta giving a chase down as BK's going to run out of the
As we now see Yuno moving, making her way back. Pudge jumps in. I like how that Pudge charged into the
Oh,
Winter's
yeah.
Curse.
Oh, yeah.
That was just attempted murder.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen anything like that
Get
before in
in
my
there.
life. Absolutely incredible stuff there.
Dyer's
The
bottom
creeps,
tower
the
is
true
under
MVPs of this match,
God
trying
bless
to
them.
push as hard as they can.
You know what? Here's an idea
Yes.
for ability draft. The creeps also get random abilities from jungle creeps.
Oh, that is smart.
I think that would be fun.
That would be
Consider
good.
it.
has fallen.
Great job, Tyrion Flax. Excellent game balance. Baffic trying to cut the creep wave here. And make sure they get
Isolation
up.
going up.
Let's go, Ice! Push that tier going,
Barrel.
Go, Babbitt! They're gonna fort!
Why did they fort?
Why? No,
Stop
keep
forting!
going. Just keep going, guys.
No, guys, no, don't go back.
All right, now they're they're thinking about continuing here. Ice. He's hunting for Bafik. Bafik, he's gonna grab the illusion rune. And then, there we go, Ice!
Got gamer!
There's the stun!
He's doing it! He's doing it! Get him!
Oh,
He's
my
invisible!
goodness
Where's the
gracious.
detection?
No, he's invincible
He's away.
and invisible.
He's
there
away.
he goes.
He's got the dust. He is dusted.
Oh my
you
goodness.
get that courier? They're trying to tease him.
They
Where's he
will not
going?
fall for it, my friend.
Ice, no!
Okay, Ice, come on now.
Oh,
Okay, he's gonna
TP'd
TP away. This creep-cutting behavior, this guy is try-harding his life out.
Yep.
Incredible game, and he does not want it to end. He wants this ability draft game to last for the rest of his life.
Well, Team Thunderhide are up 10 kills and 3k gold, so if this ends soon, I think they win.
Well, we shall say, oh, we got initiation!
Oh!
SVG coming in!
Boom!
Out of nowhere!
Ball on top of that giant zombie.
The tips are out! Mr. Choco!
With the tips. Choco.
Oh,
nice
Sinner.
one, Cindy. He's walking in a straight line, you melt. Unbelievable. How do you miss that?
This is not good, Pyrian Flax.
Oh,
They're going in.
This is great. It's going to be over soon.
That's not true, Pyrian. Anything could happen. There comes the hook. Blind hook. Attempt. Look at SVG. Is just Chad walking up there. My goodness gracious, and he dies.
Well played. How come when he died he was an Earthshaker?
He was an Earthshaker the whole time. Yeah, the Undying ult.
Of course, yeah, the Undying ult.
And don't you see, my
Beautiful.
friend, the power of ability draft. And now we see Yuno is just getting big, getting ready to defend so that this match can last for as long as humanly possible.
Kill me.
No, we're having a great time here, ladies and gentlemen. As now we see, boom! That's a great toss. And we will get these boys moving. 37-25, 4K net worth ahead for Team Thunderhide.
I reckon we should just give it to Thunderhide at this point. They've clearly won.
Now I think, I don't know a lot about Dota, but 4K net worth.
Oh, in goes Ice.
Here we go.
And then he's just giving it the old leap away.
In goes Ice, out goes Ice. In
Defense
goes Ice.
Matrix.
I think they're just throwing him for fun at this point.
No, he's got the Ags on, and he's got Totem. Totem. So he's got
the enchanted
the
totem.
Shaker Totem.
Oh, fantastic. Look at him go with like a graceful
There it is. See?
ballerina.
Thank you,
Observer.
Yep.
Yes! I got it! Thanks a lot, Observer. Fantastic observing. Uh-oh, big smoke attempt here. This could be the end here in Flax. It could very well.
I hope my lads can do it. Let's go. There's the, there it is. Every time this charge comes in, the Echo Slam goes off, the house goes down. How are they going to have to kill? They do kill the Primal Beast. Imperious gets the time lapse off on like no HP, kill Cinderin. Actually, let him live. He's doing nothing. Save Ice.
Now Cinderin making his way out here. Nice tombstone hitting. Boom! Shakalaka! He's out! Yuno! She's bringing it in! This is the most exciting thing that a Chinese team has done on this stage this entire tournament! Let's go, Yuno! Woo, baby!
The fans love that one.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Here we go. Yuno's tearing it up! It's the RTZ 1v5! Let's go, Yuno! Let's go, Yuno!
No! Yes, Daryl! Yes, Daryl!
Oh,
the local boy does it!
Toxic buybacks. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. That is not cool. As we now see Ice taking it for the local Singaporean crowd. Woo! But one.
Let's hear it for Daryl.
Let's hear it for Daryl.
Ice, his hometown, baby, and he's come here to win.
All right, here we go now.
Oh! Look out! Oh, nice heal.
Holy moly, that was more surprising than when they told us it would be ability draft as the All-Star game. And there we go. They are hitting the rocks now, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fortification. Stop! Okay, as we now see them going forward. Big stun coming out. Cinderin looking hungry. He's got the hook. He's got the shook. But can he get the...
Can he get the look?
The look of... Yep, there it is. That's
Can he be the cook?
He's gonna cook something up right here.
Ice. Recipe. There you go. There's a ball going up into space.
Absolutely. He disappeared.
Warsicle goes to the TP out. Not today, Sir Daryl with the Winter's Curse.
That guy disappeared just like our careers before and after this also.
Oh, yeah. That's it for us now.
Absolutely fantastic.
That's it for us now.
The tombstone is down. Can they fight it with the zombos? Doesn't look like it. Bafik looking absolutely blustered here as his own zombies kill him. Oh, no, that's Choco.
I think your lad should call it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Play it out. Here we go. The tier towers are going down. SVG. This is looking like a race here. Bafik, he's trying everything he can. He's got the... Oh, no.
Daryl's playing out of his mind.
Oh, here comes big Yuno. Yuno's back. and she's hungry. Hungry for the souls of the noobs. Get them, Uners.
Go.
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 Fight.
Kill them.
They're getting the tier 4.
Okay, they're just pushing the tier 4s. No big deal.
Imperius is trying to bait something out here that he's going to time lapse. There it is.
There we go. Actively trying to throw.
Oh, the Echo does nothing.
The Echo into nothing. Yuno defending. BKB by Yuno. Everybody else getting around here. Yuno has got the back.
This BKB out. They're going to wait this BKB out.
No!
There's the jump. Can Ice get the dispose? This is it. Oh, the jump.
Oh,
the hook
into the fountain.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh,
Hit
but
the throne.
The throne is exposed. Period Flax, this is looking like it's it.
It is very much looking like it's it. There's a huge curse.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. The ancient is falling. They are pushing them back. For some reason. Yuno, no.
Yuno, no.
Please.
Yuno, please.
Okay, fantastic. My goodness gracious. What a game, what a game. No buybacks on the enemy team. They might just run it.
GG, cool.
GG, Synderen is trying to give up right now.
Yes, Synd.
Too easy. Synderen is calling GG. What did they actually accept it? They actually accepted GG. Yuno, she fought so hard. Synderen, how can you do this?
They did it. Team Thunderhide did it. There's my team of winners. Look at them hugging, embracing. Yes, team.
No!
Yes, team. A main stage win, yes.
Come to the cheese, my friends. Come.
Beautiful dub. An easy dub by the Thunderhide. Team Thunderhide, follow me if you will.
We must do a winners and losers interview.
Oh,
Please,
I'll do that.
Flax.
I'm going to go along the line.
Please, the winners interview for the
First of all, let's talk to Ice. How was it winning that game on the main stage? Obviously a huge deal for you.
It is.
It is. SVG, did you enjoy that victory?
I saw a lot of strength from Synderen. I don't think I'm ever going to forget it.
He doesn't have much strength to steal, but you managed it. Well done. I'm sorry, sir, I don't know your name. Giuseppe, how's it going?
Doing good.
How was that victory?
I mean, it was kind of easy, actually. So, yeah, kind of easy.
Well said, sir, well said. And sorry, hold on. You were Imperius.
Yeah.
I knew that. How was that victory?
Was the best game of my life.
Best game of his life. Well done. And be true. How was that?
That was incredible. My team is like grand final champions of TI.
There you go, Slacks. Do I give them the cheese now?
No. We have to do the losers interview. Excuse me, the exit interview first.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Synderen, what the fuck, man?
What can I say? Super nerd builds from SVG and Ice. We're super salty. We tried our best, but they were just way better. I'm changing my team for next year.
Yeah, duh. Thank you. It was amazing. Sir, how does it feel being a complete embarrassment to your entire region?
It's all right, man. I played against Ice, who used every ulti on me, so it's fine. And also, I've broadcasted like whole year of Alliance Dota. We will bounce back stronger. We will come back together. We will be the best.
Fantastic. Just like Alliance Dota, I'll see you never on this stage again. All right. Sir, thank you so much for coming out here today. What was your thoughts about that game?
I don't understand, but...
Great!
We're so close to doing more.
Okay, fantastic. I don't know what the hell that was. Sir, how you doing here?
Good.
Mr. Chaco.
Yeah.
That was not as delicious as I thought it was going to be. Can you explain yourself and your failures?
I mean, I was playing support, so basically it's not my role. So I try to help Juno because she plays good.
Yes.
We try. And Imperius is very lucky. I mean, he's so bad with Life Stealer.
Incredible excuses. Thank you so much. Very good. And translating, helping out. Yuno, possibly the only person on the entire team with any skill whatsoever. This must be an absolute banger of a loss for you. How does it feel to be trapped with these losers?
就他问你今天的天气还好吗？
不是，你作为新加坡这边
边的一个主人，怎么不让一下这边的客人呢？
He says ISIS is great and, you know, it's well deserved.
That's fantastic. I agree, ladies and gentlemen. May the winners eat the cheese. Go
The cheese, come.
Eat the cheese.
Eat the cheese. You must peel off the red bit. Do not eat
Nobody
it.
wants you here anymore.
Oh!
Run!
He's back.
Yes!
It's actual cheese.
Eat the cheese. I don't
eat
care
the cheese
if
you're
lactose,
allergic
do
to the
it.
cheese.
Unbelievable. And the cheese has been eaten. Fantastic. Truly an all-star match that we will never forget.
We'll never forget this day. Ever.
May it live in
Burned
infamy.
into my
Yes,
brain.
ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because you don't want to miss this. Check it out. Woo!
I have suffered the atrocities of the living and followed the trails of the damned. On both sides of the Spirit Veil, they whisper my name and fear me far more than death.
Welcome back to the International Moretta. I hope I said it correctly, but Dota just got a little bit bigger.
No,
you guys,
you've already
tell us what the announcement was. We don't even get to know. Welcome back to the panel. I'm James. I'm joined here by T Governor, Lizard, and Sheep. And by the way, I just want to say you all look spiffy. Ooh. Excellent.
Thank you. Top notch. Nice to see you back as well.
Yeah,
we missed you dearly. Tsunami was kind of weird.
Don't do our boy Tsunami like that.
The best like that, Sheep. We're back at the panel. We're a mere 15 minutes away from the grand finals. Yeah, it's lovely to be back. Do apologize about missing yesterday. I'm slightly a medicated, ear-infected host, so we're.
There's a new hero, James.
Yes, I know. And I killed it. What's the name?
Muerta.
Well, I mean, we're saying it.
She's awesome. She looks really cool. I'm super excited to play her. And she has a gun. She's like, what, the third hero now with a gun? We had the sniper.
How do you know this?
Snapfire.
Because I saw the video.
She
has a gun.
No, I saw the gun, but how do you know
because
there's only 3 heroes
I've had this conversation with my friends before. I was like, I need a hero with a gun. They were just like, after Sniper, who is there?
It's like Pangolier. He's got the little.
Oh yeah, but that's a cosmetic. It's not in his base, right?
Oh sure, I mean cosmetically.
Yeah, no, I'm talking like actual gun.
Actual gun.
This is very important, by the way.
Any guess on the lore?
No.
She has a gun.
I don't want to butcher it this early, so I'm going to wait and see. But excited to see.
You're waiting for Slack's video, is that?
It's probably going to be a mobility spell on the hero. It's going to be very fluid design because all the new heroes are pretty fun to play. Probably going to be a core that becomes a support.
Okay.
But yeah, early 2023. Let's see.
How about
She's going to be broken on
what's her win rate going to be on release after 2 days?
71%.
Okay.
You're way too excited about this. You don't even get to play it. But you know what we do get to see very soon? Is the grand finals, and this is what we're excited about back at the panel. So let's take a look at the brackets and how both our teams got here. It's going to be Team Secret versus Tundra Esports, and a great run from both of them in the upper bracket. They were the upper bracket finals, so they have been the best performing team over the last 5 days. But of course, we saw Secret drop down to the lower bracket, beat out Team Liquid 2-1.
It's natural for them, right? Like the way they came here, even through the last chance qualifier.
Yeah, last chance qualifier team, but Tundra just absolutely, flawless so far. I think they've dropped, one map?
And at least in their last 12 games, they were on a big win streak, and Secret then knocked them down in the group stage. They did have several draws. I believe it was like 4 draws, but yeah, at least in the playoffs, they have had an incredible run. They are, again, pretty much the undefeated team. Well, they are the undefeated team.
I mean, Puppy Curse dictates that he has to come second, so I don't know if it's worth
Don't
covering.
spoil the script. Oh.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. I'm gonna leave.
The admin's not going to ask.
You're not going to
ask Puppy to GG. That was the ability draft. But yeah, Tundra, in terms of their kind of like road to the grand finals, I mean, what are they bringing to these grand finals? Because I think Jenkins actually had a really good point earlier in terms of the team that comes from the lower bracket. Is it 70% win rate so far in the grand finals? So the curse for Puppy could be broken.
30%.
Is it 30%?
No, I'm saying it 30% the other way around.
Yeah, that's true.
One curse against another, right? Like Secret coming from that lower bracket at the same time. Secret finishing second, Puppy, that's his place, right? That's as according to Keikaku.
Okay. This ear-infected host believes that we're going to look at their last meeting.
Yeah, and
I heard it correctly. Don't worry, production.
You're doing a great
So their
job.
last meeting. Let's take a look at some of these drafts here, T-Gov.
And the reason why we need to look at this is there's only been 3 TIs in history where the upper bracket match has been replayed again in the grand finals. So the fact that we get to see a game that we saw yesterday, this information is super critical. I think the main thing for this is the Tundra adapted against Secret. They allowed in Game 2 and Game 3 Secret to play this Dawnbreaker. They learned how to shut Resolution down, and they found kind of the key to preventing Secret.
So, Sheep, is Puppy the kind of a guy that adapts, or does he just stick to his guns?
Ooh, I felt like they adapted quite nicely in the past, but he said after his match versus Entity in the qualifiers that he had to like take time to figure out what it was that they were doing well, right? So if you can't come up with that with Tundra, then you need more time than just one best of 5. But you having this break changes everything. I mean, they weren't able to prove it in the upper bracket, but if you have that break, you have ideas that are tested in the upper bracket, and now you come to the grand finals, you should have good ideas now.
But there's also this problem that they already had one match today. And to get to here, right, to get to grand finals, you actually had to prepare for a different team. Like, how much time did you have since yesterday to actually adapt and do everything differently?
I mean, they've been adapting all tournament, and they've, improved even today, I believe, these teams. But the team that's had such a great road and hasn't needed to adapt, really, I think, is a little bit Tundra. And here to tell us about their road to the finals is Purge.
Thank you, James. I appreciate that. So, Tundra, coming into this tournament, if you guys have been missing out, they qualified for the tournament on their own merits. They had a lot of good performances throughout the year, but not the most impeccable. But once they got here to TI, they've definitely overperformed. They did so good in the group stage. They topped Group B, getting first place there. But they relied on some pretty common strategies. Crystal Maiden, definitely one of their big ones. 10 out of 18 of their games that they played in the groups was CM involved. And it's not just on the back of CM. I think their offlane player 33 stood out so well against his amazing teammates. Definitely one of their star players on the back of heroes like Visage. Visage has been absolutely instrumental for their strategies. He wins his lane, he pressures the carry, he buys the Wraith Pact item, and then they use this when they've choked out the map a bit to push down lanes and end games when Tundra is finally ready to do so. Another hero he's really been relying on heavily for this tournament that we're definitely going to see in the grand finals is the Broodmother. Another summon hero, even better at pressuring the laning stage, and he goes on to dominate the map more wholly. Less good at pushing, but still super impressive and very often banned against them in the first phase. And how can you talk about Tundra without mentioning their mid laner, Nine? Nine has been playing impeccably so far. He plays a lot of Thompson-esque mid heroes, these high space creation gank heroes. In the last game we saw him, he played Tusk here, went around the map ganking constantly, switches up his item builds as his team needs it, and this creates a lot of space for his farm heavy carry Skeeter, as well as 3-3's offlane, who does also pick up a lot more farm than normal. So these are the strats basically and the recipes that Tundra has been relying on to do so well in this tournament. And before we get into the games, let's hear a couple words from Tundra, comments on their coach, AUI 2000.
So AI has always been known as the nerd or the person who has all the knowledge about the game, and it's true because he plays a lot of pubs and he plays a lot of party queues. He actively thinks about the game while playing these games, and he learns a lot of small tricks and optimizations. AI is like the master of efficiencies, and he always teaches us like the smaller, granular details.
Yeah, I think he does a lot for us. It's like just as important part of every other player in the team. I think things that we've been working with him a lot is improving our communication, because a lot of times like you have these team fights, and after a couple seconds of team fighting, it's all like go this one, and it's just total chaos. So we had a lot of conceptual talks on how to structure the team fight communication in the best way. I think there's one thing that Awi's been really great at.
And then outside of the game, he's also been very instrumental to our mental health. I think we as a team didn't really understand how to cope with losing and like how to recover and learn from these things. And it's a process and it takes time. And I think AI, along with our psychologists, was a big help.
I mean, he's a great guy. In and outside of Dota, he helps me personally a lot to improve as a human, as a player. He does that for everyone in our team, and he's irreplaceable. I love him.
There we are, Tundra talking about their coach Awi, and Awi, we've seen coaches this tournament beat